Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, great and wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. I greet you according to your time zone. Wherever you are watching from, I welcome you from my location. And while you are joining, share the video, invite others to join. While you are joining us, share the video, invite others to join. We are live, we are live, we are live, and we are here direct to make sure that we continue from where we stopped the last time we were here. Of course, you can see the topic that is right in front of the screen. You can see the images that it comes with. It is actually something that is very crucial. And then if you understand, you will know that each time you want to talk about anything concerning Nigeria, ever since the Supreme Court of Nigeria enabled the election that was rigged. So ever since that time, if you want to talk anything about Nigeria, you will get the restriction of your life. That's exactly what I have discovered. But we will continue to talk about it because that's the plan is that they don't want us to continue to expose the atrocities that is being peddled in Nigeria by the government. That is the reason why each time you mention the topic that has something to do with Nigeria election 2023 or anything that has to do with Nigeria system, watch your program how it is going to look like, because Facebook is aiding and abetting every atrocities that is happening in Nigeria. That is the reason why they are suppressing us each time we come online to expose the criminalities of the Nigeria state. So it is only fair. It is only fair if they are doing this or after finding out that we lie about what we are presenting to the public about the activities of the Nigeria government on the on innocent peoples or ordinary people. But the truth of the matter is that we don't lie. What we present to you and tell you this is the way it is, you believe it, that is exactly the way it is. I don't know if I am coming out clear. One moment, let me find out if I am coming out clear. That is the reason public about. All right. So ị na-abata na-atụsa ozi a, ị na-abata na-atụsa ama ozi a ka anyị wee zuruo ndị nwe ozi a, ka anyị zuruo ofe ozi ntị. You know, are you watching on YouTube? Share the video. Wherever you are watching from, share the video and invite others to join. So now, if you look at what is going on right now in Nigeria, you look at the activities of the military, the activities of the cleric, the activities of the Lagos state government, you will know that it is actually a plot to continue to deal with you decisively, because that is exactly what the country is created to be. The country is created so that at every given time, you will be hearing bloodshed everywhere. Bloodshed in the north, bloodshed in the east, bloodshed in the west. That is what you are going to be hearing, because that is the establishment of the amalgamation, or that is the initial plan of the amalgamation, because they understood that we are, those people that are being brought together historically, they were never compatible to be placed together That is the reason why they made sure that they brought about the amalgamation. The amalgamation, did your parents know about it? The answer is no. The amalgamation, did your parents sign for it? The answer is no. The amalgamation, did anybody that you know or your friends know or your mutual friends know signed the amalgamation or was consulted before the amalgamation? The answer is no. So, because the amalgamation was done for the agenda of those who established it, that is the reason why you find people being killed here and there. If not for the if not for the bandit, it is for the police. If not for the police, it is for the military. If not for the military, it is for the civil defense. If not for the civil defense, it will be for the Air Force. If not the Air Force, it will be a Bubago militia. If not a Bubago militia, it becomes a Saredokobo's militia. If not that, it is Boko Haram. So, what is it? In fact, how do you actually explain what is going on? How do you explain what is going on? Can you explain it? The answer is no. You cannot explain it because it is the plan of that amalgamation. That is exactly what you are reaping. It is the reason for the amalgamation. That is exactly what you are actually in the benefit of. But many of you will be in the denial of such claim because you are so, in fact, you are so ignorant that you call it faith. You know, there is, people can be ignorant of something, one thing or the other. Things that we can be ignorant to or ignorant of is diverse. So, in a situation whereby you have seen that this country that is created by not your father, not your mother, not your anybody that is related to any of you. It is not even somebody that is living in Africa. It is not somebody that is originally from Africa. It is not somebody that is actually your race that created this country and call it yours. And you look at it, you say, no, this is good. That is exactly part of this discontinuation of our heritage because somebody actually cut us off from whom we are and made us to be joined with the people who are not compatible with us. To actually not, the primary plan is to make sure there is no social cohesion, there is no economic inclusion, there is no, growth. There will always be a bloodshed, always people fighting. Marginalization will be the order of the day because whoever that gets the power holds it for themselves. Now, you don't understand all these things in the last 100 years that you've been amalgamated. You never understood it. There are people who are still alive today that are up to 100 years or even more than 100 years. You find those people, they will not even come to tell you that this amalgamation was a fraud. You have not seen it to be a fraud because the same people who gave you amalgamation are the same people who actually gave you, religion. They gave you amalgamation. They gave you religion. The religion that is making you to believe, no, I have faith. Things will change. This is the problem. You must have faith. You pray. You pray. You should have faith. That is actually things that are working together against you because you are still believing or you are still in the denial that there is nothing that is working and it has never worked. So, how then are we going to concentrate on using the same approach every time and we cannot even, we will be expecting a different result? It will never ever happen. If you know that your tactics is not working in a particular situation, you actually go for change. Change that tactics in order to expect a different result. You cannot use one thing and expect different result. And that one thing you've been using all this while, it is have faith. What is called have faith. And that have faith, it is in Islam. Was in Christianity. It is in Judaism. It is in all the religion. They talk about faith. Faith. Now, that faith that you believe you are having, because if you want to talk about people who are more Christianized than the Pope, you go to Nigeria, it's southern Nigeria. If you want to talk about people who are actually more Islamized than Muhammad himself, you go to the north. You go to the north. And that is the reason why they pick up arms in order to, murder innocent people in the name that are murdering for the sake of their own Allah. They are going to go to heaven, have 500 virgin. The other one will say, no, let us commit all this crime. If we finish, whenever we are done committing all this crime, we will take 10% and go and give to church and ask for forgiveness. After all, Jesus and daughter abịago. So that is exactly what is confusing you, that is littering your growth. You can never have economic growth in a place where people have faith. You will never have economic growth in a place where people are believing in having faith without work. Because for you to have faith, you must have established something. Then you hope that this thing I have established, it is going to yield a positive result or positively. But you have never established something, you have never made move to establish anything, but you have faith you are going to get something. Poverty is a disease. Poverty is a disease. It has infected so many of our people. That is the reason why, if they are actually introduced to something that changes their, financial status, they become wild. They become, I don't care, very, very ignorant and selfish. That's what they will become, because it doesn't matter to them now who is, what am I doing for this? If I know one name, what name? If I know what is it, who is it affecting other people? No, they don't care. Ifefe ga na-emezi ụnọ ka anyị mebezie ya ọ gbasara anyị. That is onye nwa ka ị ya afụ ndị Igbo billionaires fa na-esogheli politicians na-egbu ndị Igbo. Politicians fa na-esogheli agboro, ndị agboro na-abịa na-destroy ụnọ na afịa ụmụnne ha. Ife Igbo billionaires, onye anyị na-akpọ billionaire na-esogheli onye nke atụrụ. Inwe friends as ndị anụnwa na-emebili ụmụnne gị ihe, but ịma mpụta nwụsị nna otu unu si emebikwe n'ihe unu kwụsịrị ya na. Maka na anywhere in the world that does not have investor, that place is not a country. A country in the world that does not have investor, that place is not a country. Whether you like it or not. Now, all our investors abandoned our land, go to Lagos. They are investing there. They are investing there, building the economic opportunity for the Lagos people, creating infrastructural development, now bringing tax into the Lagos state economy, making sure that Lagos becomes the center of attraction or center of business tourism, not in their land. So you are actually a diamond to the people of Lagos State. You are a diamond to the people of Lagos State. You, as an Igbo man that has invested in Lagos State, but you are not now you are not being respected. Let me tell you the reason why you are a diamond that the Lagos people supposed to desire. They're supposed to treat you good, because if you look at it, if you talk about capitalist economy, if Nigeria is practicing capitalist economy or have a structure of capitalist, Now, I want you to understand that those who are going to be investors from United States, French, Russia, China, all those places, they will be respected. Why are they going to be respected? Because these people create job opportunities for the people that for your own people. And while you are creating job opportunities, you are actually reducing crime. Now, these people go out there, make sure that they bring job opportunities in Lagos State. If not for anything, look at the type of building and houses they are building. They build it after, who are building it. It is Lagosians that are that are actually having the contract to build all these estate mansions in Lagos. It is Lagosians. It is a means of creating employment. Now, these people who are inside the marketplace, now who are the retailers, who are the wholesalers, who are entrepreneurs, those people that are there, being the Igbos, they are creating job opportunity. One or two, of course, they will have employment. They will employ one or two people from where? Lagos State. Now, if not for that, the tax that is coming out of the marketplace, the tax that market generates is enough for you to respect those who work in those markets. Now, if it is an international investor, when they get this money, they are not bringing it back into Nigeria economy. They are taking it back home, their profit, taking out money from the economy of Nigeria. But now they are going to create job opportunities to reduce crime, to make you keep yourself people busy. And those people, you know, our people who are in Lagos State creating all these opportunities, they are now being insulted. You know why you are insulted? Because you don't know whom you are. You don't know what you are. You don't know where you come from. You don't know what is your problem. The problem you have is that you need to rediscover yourself and rediscover the importance of you leaving your land and going and developing other people's land without being appreciated. You will never be a Lagosian, no matter how much you invest there. You will never be a Lagosian. Was he not a Yoruba man that was in cohood when after the war in 1970 you were given £10, £20? Was he not? Was a Yoruba man not masterminding it? You forget so quickly. The reason why the things will continue to happen to you is that you are very, very, you don't have memory. You don't keep memories. And that is the reason why, because you don't keep memories, your ancestors, for them to keep memories, they create, artifacts. Artifacts. They keep the memories there in the artifacts. Today, many people knock at Abu Banyo Okwalu say, no chifa. They create artifacts. That is exactly the reason why these people came and they started targeting all these artifacts, because they know what they were kept for. It is for historical purposes. You don't keep memories because people that actually you have discontinued and disconnected from, they know how they keep their memories. They don't forget. But you forget so quickly. You fall in love with your oppressor. You cannot actually fall in love with your own people, but you rather fall in love with your oppressor, which is a very, very, big problem that you are facing, but you don't know that you are facing this type of problem. Now, you don't keep memories. 20 and 10 pounds, 20 pounds they've given to your fathers so that they will now become the beggars in Nigeria. That is the reason why, so that there will never be a man of honor rising up from Biafra land, so that there will never be a man of honor, integrity, rising up from Biafra land. That is the reason why that 20 pounds was given to you people, seizing the properties and your bank balances, billions of nairas in your bank balances. They seize it, they gave you 20 pounds. Remember, during that time, $1 is, I think, naira is equal to dollar. Dollar was not stronger than naira in that, high margin. Now the millions of naira you had in your bank account, Nigeria froze it. Nigeria confiscated it. Nigeria gave you 20 pounds. And that 20 pounds led you started, you know, doing all you can, excavating, started doing anything, hustling, making a move. And then they saw that these 20 pounds that they give you is making a move for you. They closed the seaports that is in your land. They never try to open it again, because if they actually shut it down, if they shut those seaports down and never actually remember to open it, intentional, they know that that's the way you are now trying to grow, build this 20 pounds that was given to you. You need to come and build it in our land. You need to come and do your all this your excavation, scavengers in venging in your in their land, so that they will take you, if possible, they take you for a cheap labor. From this cheap labor, you will be under them, relying on them to the extent that you will never even remember that you are part of Nigeria, or you will or rise up to say, no, I'm going to contest for presidency. If you try to contest for presidency, if you try to, they will never ever, they will never consider it, because the reason for 20 pounds from millions of billions of naira that so many of our parents left in the Nigeria bank before the war, it was to make sure you stay down. And all of a sudden, you didn't stay down. It was the opposite. They block the seaport, block international airport. There is no access to anything. Anything you have to do, you go through them, so that they monitor your in and out. They monitor everything that you are doing. You are under 24 hours surveillance. You are policed more than every other race and any other ethnic group in Nigeria. You are more policed in your land, back in your land, everywhere you go. You are more policed, because they gave you 20 pounds, and that 20 pounds that was given to you, they know that it will create criminality amongst you, because it will not be enough for anything. They know that it will make you people vulnerable in order to sell each other, which whenever they need you, they know that that 20 pounds will never enable you to grow to the extent of challenging Nigeria's status quo again, or trying to become leader in Nigeria. But to their greatest surprise, all these proposals and plans that they did with 20 pounds was not able to achieve that plan. It went to fail. The plan was a failure. You found your way. The only plan that didn't fail is for you to abandon your place and become scavengers in their land. That is exactly what their plans, the only plan that they actually planned against you, how it is working. You will never, the highest thing you will go and build a mansion in your village. If you want to build factory, industry, you go to Lagos or Kaduna or any other place apart from Biafra land. They become, there is a social, you even in your own Biafra land, they make sure there is a divide and rule implementation policies that they enacted in those places. And those divide and rule, it is European European divide and rule, because the mastermind of all those things is Britain. The mastermind of all these things was Britain. Roman Catholic after the Roman Empire, Roman Catholic during the Roman Empire created, was in our land already. Then Anglican after Britain is already in our land. So there is other peoples, white garment church, half Jewish, those people who claim they following Judaism, they are in our land, because they become confused at some point. So now If I am Roman Catholic and you are Anglican, me and you, we are enemy. Or if I don't go to church in a joke, me and you are enemy. They will be dividing you. Dividing you. Now, tomorrow you will say, no, business. How will I bring my business home? Because the Roman Catholic will be telling you that the way they will be preaching to you, they will be your biggest enemy because you are not a member of Roman Catholic, or that your children got married out of Roman Catholic or another church. Those things happened. It divided us. It divided us to an extent. It boiled down to community problem. To community problem. Every Jersey church has signal your neighbor. No umunne na-egbu gị. Ebe akwụkwọ nsọ si gị pray for your enemy amongst you. The scripture fa na-use na church fa kpodolo isi na ana bastardize ya say gị na-pray for your enemy maka ịmara ife desi ya n'ọnọdụ ọnọ. Ijesi na onye nwa problem gị. Your mother becomes a witch at some point even. Ndị ji nne ha atụ ụtụ ejiziri nna ha na-atụ ụtụ. Ndị ji nna ha agwọ ọgwụ ego ejiri nna fa na-agwọ ọgwụ ego. Ndị ji ụmụaka fa agwọ oke eruru ejiri ụmụaka fa na-agwọ oke eruru. Back because it is the plan of the 20 pounds so that you will have economic instability. There will never be, you will be scavengers. You will never ever have something that will come to you easily without working hard. So you will now work hard, still you are not making it in life because we are known to be, what is the name they gave to God? They gave God the father of Eri. They called him there is a name that was given to him, which is the name that he is always nervous. He is always trying to, make he think ahead. That's why he was a nomad. He was a nomadic person. Right from that time of ancient Kemets, they travel, they move from one place to another, looking for greener pasture. That is the type of man he was, because that curse was already there. That plan of those people who want to discontinue you from your heritage. They make you move from place to place looking for greener pasture. Wherever you are established, you are suffering. Wherever you are established, there will be people who are checkmating you. That is the reason why you go to North India. If you go to South India today, you will find the black people there. Where they are being checkmated by the North Indians. They are not included, even in these, movies that you are watching. If they want to include them, they need to paint them white first. They paint them to be white first before they include them. So all these things you see, it is about the problem that we have as black people. It is well calculated effort to make sure that whenever we are going to be, we're going to be under oppression one way or the other. And what is going to remove us out from this oppression is that we rise up. We realize that this is our problem. Because first of all, you must realize your problem before you realize the solution to the problem. If you cannot realize the problem, you will never realize the solution to the problem. So that is the reason why we are realizing our problems now. That our problem is that we are placed amongst the people who historically hate us and hate anything that come out of us. But we were forced to be amongst them, regardless of what it is costing. We were forced to be amongst them. And we are amongst them. And they are dealing with us decisively. How do we come out? Because don't forget, rather, The most important thing they did that is working for them, divide and rule. Divide and rule. They did it through religion. They did it through, through the selection of who is going to be the governor. If the governor is from this village, he maintain the village. Or if he will even maintain the village, he maintain the family. So it is about it. They build it like it is selfishness. It is selfishness, so that in the wherever you go, anybody, survival of the fittest, who is going to be rich more than another one. It is good to compete, but this is toxic competition. Toxic competition becomes very bad. It brings about envy, jealousy. You start actually looking for something that will happen to your brother because you are into toxic competition. Now, these are the things that was systematically created amongst us, and we are dealing with this on a daily basis, and we cannot help it. It is the problem they have given to us, and it is a systematic problem, and we need to find. That is the reason why even the scripture told you that you are fighting not against flesh and blood, but against principality with inverted comma, principalities and powers from the high places. Some people will go and place it in principalities in the darkness. It is a darkness we are talking about. It is in the realm that we are talking about. There is nothing like realm. It is decisions that we make. It is actually the policies that is established that is dealing with you. That is the principle. So how do we deal with this principle? We now need to actually, we need to employ what is called love amongst ourselves. Now, if you have love amongst yourself, the people in Lagos State now that are being dealt with, their business are being dealt with, all of you will unite and now go to strike. Because number one, you bring about convenience. You bring about convenience in the communities where you do this business. You import things for them so that they don't need to go to China, or they don't need to go to China. They don't need to do anything. They can easily access it. If they want to access it online, it is there. If they want to come to the shop, it is there. You guys are actually doing things, and in a very cheaper rate. You give it to them. They have access to what convenience. It is very, very important. Now, you give them convenience. You are giving them employment. Two, you are increasing their annual return, or whatever you call it. You are increasing their economy, the Lagos State economy. You are increasing it. So if all of you should go on strike, all of you should go on strike, the rich people amongst you should start, bringing go out there, go and investigate where you come from, find actually a good position where you people will build that market. But first of all, invest in that thing that takes you to Lagos. The shipping line is a shipping line, or the seaport. Seaport is that thing that makes you run away because you don't have access. And now, while you are at it, we make sure that all this checkpoint that is all over the Biafra land, because we are over policed, because they know they gave us 17 pounds, 20 pounds and 10 pounds. They know they gave you that money, it will never take you anywhere. Therefore, they have to go somewhere. They must go, make sure that there is over police, military all over the place. Checkpoint military. In your land, the police, army is in control. Every 5 kilometers or 2 kilometers, you get Nigeria army military in Biafra land. If you done doing businesses in the Lagos, some of you will have to drive down so that you will be mobile. You have your mobility with you while you are in your land. So while you are driving down, because it's not all of you that want to, give driver to drive you, then you fly you. No, some of you are even you don't want to have anything to do with aeroplane. Some of you, because it is normal thing. There are people who are actually, they fight for height. So it is normal. Now you want to drive yourself. Number one, there is no good road, there is no security. All these people who are killing people in the bush can even come from the bush and double cross you and kill you. Those are the things you will be now be thinking. This is the way it is. You risk to go and buy container in China. You risk to to ship it from China. With your stress, am I going to be able to clear it from the wharf, knowing that the situation of the wharf in Nigeria the way it is? You will stress about that one. You will stress about, how are you going to drive it from the location to where it is, because there is a lot of potholes. Sometimes it will fall and they kill people, and when it falls and destroy people's life, it means that now it will be on hold. You will actually think about all these things before now. You will understand that being in Lagos actually is actually more dangerous to you than being in your land close to home. It is more dangerous than being close to home. So you people in the market that are importers and exporters, you can come together and build a seaport. Make it a private seaport. You can come together, take permission from these people who call themselves Ohanese and Igbo. Not actually take permission, because those people, they don't have anything to offer. If you want to build a seaport, you can come to Biafra land. If you want to build it in Iguacha, you go and meet the Iguacha governor as it is now. You meet them. If they refuse you from building the seaport, then you will know this is your problem. You will know the one that is exactly your problem. Now, you go and build that seaport. Government will not collect revenue from that seaport. Government will not collect tax from that seaport. Nothing. You collect it. Those of you who actually invested in the building of seaport, you are the ones who will be in charge. You will be in charge. Yes, you'll be in charge and pay tax to the government. That's all. It's like investing in a business. You will be in charge of your private seaport. Pay tax to the government. Remember that it is not going to be only private seaport. It is not one person that actually invested in it. That is how we will now start having it, working together. Invest in seaport. That is something you call, maybe you bring it about. It is now 3 billionaires. 3 billionaires. Seaport adrolunu too much. You come together and say, let us invest in building seaport. You collect your money, pay tax to the government. That's the way it is. To build it, meet the governor of that state where it will be built. The governor grants you permission, you build it. If he doesn't grant you permission, you know that governor is your problem. You now tell the public, this is what we have seen. That's the way it is done. Had it been you people were planning about going home, but unu zucha na Lagos, unu alalu na Lagos, the only time unu ga-agbarata Igbo bụ mgbọsị unu chọ gol moto ọfụ, ọ mgbọsị unu chọ ịbịa intimidate ndị dị poor bi n'Igbo. No, that is the only time you want to go down to your land, when you want to go and show off your new car, or when during festive period you want to go and show off. To your people, you are showing off. To other people, you are humble. That is stupidity now. Other people, when you go out there, come on, you are humble when you see other people. You become humble. When you go home, you become so pompous. These are my people. How can I near them? You talk on your months on a book or jimbo. Or if you gonna was your own. On your bonagos, on your jimbo. Mana ịgbago Lagos gị na ndị ofe mmanụ a na-atọ. Ọkwa ndị ofe mmanụ a gị na faya atọ ga-anọkọ bịakwa suo gị imi abịa kpọọ ụlọ. Then they use Uzendefa like amongst you. They will use those that they like amongst you. You know, not they actually they like, they don't like them. Those that are evil amongst you, that are willing to, as long as he's fine on his own, it doesn't matter. You can destroy other people's houses. Now, coming to the real topic that I am here to talk about, because this is a long digression, because I am building a background of what the news that is in front of you. It is Gumi talking about IPOB while addressing the military bombardment which took place in the northern Nigeria. I call it bombardment because the bomb was released. It is not bomb that throw itself. They bomb a village. They bomb a village. Now, let us find out who is lying in Nigeria and who is not lying. But before then, I want you to remember our people in Lagos. You can, you can do that which you have done in Lagos. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. If you develop your own home, you will not be scared when you want to have a long drive from Iguacha to Asaba, from Asaba to Enugu, from Enugu to Omambala, from there to Abia, from Abia to Imo. You will not be scared because now all these things, all this infrastructure will now bring more security. Infrastructure brings more security and technologies, and it brings about job opportunities. You give employment to those who are students that need job instead of them going to commit crime in order to make ends meet, because there is no hope for them. Once you do it, you will be combating crime and win a also na your land. Number two, you will be nullifying this divide and rule strategy. Because when you give these people job for agbadawa jimbo, iwere ọlụ inyefe afa na-alụ ọlụ. A sị na oyibo ka agbala. Idea. Oyibo ka agbala. Technology ka ojimbo fa na-agba. You invent technologies, modernize your things. If any emewe, there is artificial intelligent cameras. You can bring CCTV to your place. Wherever you are doing, you know that you are on surveillance. That is technology. You deploy technologies and let them do the stuff for you. We're in the era of artificial intelligence. Fourth industrial revolution. We need to have our own revolution in the way we are doing our trade, our industry, our market. We need to, by now, you guys supposed to actually be bringing that new innovation back home. There is, in case if you are not aware, you should know that there is transitioning going on. There is a serious transitioning going on around the world. And that transitioning, if you want to benefit from it, transition it in your land. Let it be a paradigm shift. Make a paradigm shift in that your business, model. And while you are doing it, take it back to your land, so that those people that you are always bringing it to their convenience, they will now look for you. Otherwise, they do it. Famarani, if Marani, you can do it. If I'm not kalaka, you can do it. I did merely an enforcing guy. A material enforcing guy. So all the very important for you to know. That is the reason why the bombardment now you see that has happened in Kaduna State, the whole news is carrying it. People are coming out to talk. But when your house was being demolished, nobody came out to talk. Now you see Gumi. Gumi has come out to say that IPOB was here, IPOB Assyria, which is the news I'm going to read for you. Then I am going to tell you the reason why Gumi was using IPOB as his reference in his story and in his blame that people killed people in the villages of the north. The military people killed people in the villages in the north. So now let us go to that news. Let me read that news first. But before I go to that Gumi's news, let me read the reason why Gumi. Let me read the reason why Gumi made this comment that he made. Okay, this is because a lot of organization have called for reparation and the investigation because it happened in the north. Because of what? It happened in the north. Let us read something. It happened in the north. So people are caring. But if it happened in Biafra land, leave these people. That's what they will say. Everybody will mind their business. When it happens in Biafra land, people mind their businesses. But when it happens in the north, that's where people will now remember that, this is Nigeria. Oh. They will say, no, this is Nigeria. Oh. Now let us read the news. Of course, you can see the mass grave. He said at least 85 killed by Nigeria army drone attack, raising question about mistakes. Mistakes, not mistake, mistakes. But they don't count those ones that is done in Biafra land, though. Mistakes. Now, it is not the first time that Nigeria army killed people. They call it mistake. When we told you that the Fulani army is being recruited, or Fulani or Boko Haram is being recruited into Nigeria army, it was like a joke. Now it is happening. Let us read this news further before we do the analysis. Official in Nigeria say at least 85 civilians were killed when a military drone mistakenly targeted a religious gathering in the country northwest. Now you can see the video. You can see the video of, or the image rather, of the maybe the mass memorial or mass burial. Of course, what is memorial? Agada na azụ na ebe a na-enyi ozu. Kponye unu na una ka chicken kuna aga. Abuja, Nigeria, at least 85 civilians were killed when an army drone attack erroneously targeted a religious gathering in the northwest. Nigeria officials confirmed Tuesday. As the president ordered an investigation into the latest in a series of such deadly mistakes in Nigeria's conflict zone. Okay. Remember this. In Nigeria, what? Conflict zone. Now, there is something I want to remind you. How many of you remembered the Nigeria Army commander who came to say that they have neutralized Boko Haram in the north, calling Simon Ekperima the IPOB leader? How many of you remembered that news? He said that they have neutralized every, all these people that are committing terrorism in Nigeria, so that they will say it is only IPOB that is disturbing Nigeria. And the one he calls IPOB is Simon Autopilot. That's why he named him the leader of IPOB. Let me see if I will. Let me bring I believe I still have. I believe I still have that news so that we will see it. Just one moment. Let me bring that image, because if you see it, it will remind you. It might remind you what we are talking about. Okay, it is not in my computer. Let me see. Okay, the image I am looking for, it is not image that is difficult for you to remember. It is the image of where the military chief was reporting a news where they said he led a police to the National Assembly in order to, give a report of what they are doing to combat insecurity. Now he said that it is IPOB led by Simon Ebrima that is the only problem in Nigeria, that it is no longer Boko Haram or any other armed group in Nigeria. Now, he came to this news. Now, when we come to this news, you will see now, I want you to read what it says there. At least 85 civilians were killed when an army drone attack erroneously targeted a religious gathering in Northwest. Nigeria official confirmed Tuesday. At, as the president ordered an investigation into the latest in a series of such deadly mistakes in Nigeria conflict zone. Now, he said in Nigeria conflict zone, but the military man told you, that the problem is no longer the terrorist that is ravaging the country, that the problem now is IPOB. And the reason why he called IPOB is because he used the name of this, criminal in Finland in order to give as the leadership of IPOB, so that he will say, no, this is the people. It is IPOB that is the only problem that they are having in Nigeria. Now we have neutralized terrorists, we have neutralized everybody. Now, if they have neutralized these terrorists that they talked about, that they have, where were they going with those bombs? Where were they going with those fighter jets? What were they doing in the Nigeria conflict zone? So it means that they are now in it secretly. It means that they are battling Boko Haram more than ever before, because probably Emiloko must have seen that this is Boko Haram, and their news, the way they deliver the news, was how they sabotage Good Luck Jonathan. So let me play my card tight. We were going to be doing these things in secret until this thing happened. It exposes that the Boko Haram, all these terrorists, are still killing people in this northern Nigeria. They are still killing people in the northern Nigeria. That is the reason why they said in a conflict zone. So, what were they doing in a conflict zone if they have neutralized Boko Haram? They did not go there with chopper, helicopter. They went there with bomber jet. They went there with bomber jet. They didn't go with helicopter, chopper. No. Maybe they will say we are going to survey to see if there is any new insurgencies. But they went with fighter jet. So it means that it has escalated. Now, since it has escalated, for you to see, you will never get truth from any of these people, be it military, be it your president, be it your your whoever, or politicians. You will never get anything that is going to help you for security information. You won't. That's the game they are playing. After neutralizing terrorists last week or last month, this month now, you went to conflict zone with a fighter jet. Fighter jet, oh, not chopper, at least to survey the area. What were you doing there? Because you know that there is still Boko Haram. And instead of going to fight them, you help them to kill the community. Or maybe you didn't even kill the community. Maybe the person who carried out this operation, maybe it's even someone from the southern region of Nigeria. I don't know. Maybe that is the reason why. Maybe it might even be the Boko Haram hideout or Fulani terrorist hideout that you bombed. Maybe because of that, Gumi don't like you killing their own people, whether they are terrorists or not. He doesn't like you killing their own people. Maybe you kill the terrorist and they name it is a village. You never know. The same way the history and mystery of Chibok girls happened against Goodluck Jonathan. So maybe that thing you are trying to run away from is happening. You never know. 85. It was from 30 something or 40. It has escalated to 85 also now. So the death toll, maybe they will report more again. So at the end of the day, you ask yourself, what exactly is going, who is telling the truth, who is fooling who? Who is fooling who? IPOB, your problem. IPOB becomes Nigeria problem that they are willing to lie that they are not facing any menace terrorist attacks and activities in Nigeria, but they are using the name of IPOB as their own escaping route. And the plan is only for them to actually make sure they control the legal system that deliver judgment in the favor of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And it will not work for you. It will not work because the northern Nigeria believe that we have Nnamdi Kanu now. You will no longer hear our people. Maybe they believe that we have Nnamdi Kanu now, and we have Ekperima doing what he's doing. Maybe because of Ekperima criminality, maybe ESN will be focusing on Ekperima criminality to clean our land, and their people maybe are having it freely, going into bushes in Biafra land, killing people. That is might be that, because they know that they believe that ever since they bring a Perima to the picture, he is a distraction. Has been a distraction. He has been a distraction all the way up. And many people might not understand it. So that his distraction is what Fulanis are enjoying. They believe, no, we continue to hold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu while this one is distracting, while their own people will now have more boots on the ground into our bushes. Because nobody fight from two fronts. You cannot fight from two fronts. It is not possible. Except if your military budget is actually, trillions, in trillion dollars, not in billion. Then you will be able to fight two front. Because when you look at these activities of these people, they believe, no, we will have it easy with these people. Their leader is no longer there, so he will not be exposing us any longer. And these ones that are following him will make Facebook to suppress them, make Google to suppress them. As long as we are not, there is nobody there to be bringing out this information so that the whole world will be seeing it, because it is only us that will be able to bring out these informations and analyze it for you, for the layman understanding. Because there is a difference between you reading a news and you analyzing a news for the layman understanding. That is the reason why they must make English your first language, so that when Abia na Golu no onye ọbụla to your tent or Israel. So it pains them that we are actually analyzing these things piece by piece to you. So now the religious cleric or whoever, maybe it is the real terrorist that they were looking for that was bombarded. They name it terrorist. They name it is a villagers, because maybe it is a military commander from the south. I haven't known. I don't know who is the military commander, whether it is from the south, but these are the things we need to consider while judging this matter and the intentions of Gumi. While judging the intentions of Gumi, let us go to the news of Gumi. Included of the children. They say that the 5 body, they are they killed including children. Now, before we go there, okay, let's go there first before I go to how the attention such thing is getting. The attention it is getting, it is flaring a lot of attention, because their plan is that if they keep Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the solitary confinement, Ekpelima will be deceiving people, dividing the struggle, so that the finance they believe that while Ekpelima is doing that, it will affect our finance, and it will divide the struggle, both people who are actually protecting our land. Why do you think they will not want to continue keeping him there? Because the plan is to take over our land while our people are in Lagos hustling. That is the plan of this Gumi and his people. Let me show you this video. Gumi's latest. Not actually a video, sorry. It is going to be a news. Let me read it out for you. Because Fagana Echeku ibupte that video. Will report Waganya. Now, Kefuzia Kagumi will analyze his own news. This is how Gumi analyzed his own news. Listen up. Are you reading it? You know, but you share the video because I'm a on the Facebook. Now I want you to listen to it. I won't support bombing wives of IPOB members. Gumi on Kaduna airstrike. Unu gwazianum waiting consign. Unu gwazianum waiting consign IPOB. Consign the bombing that was done by the military in the northern Nigeria, in Kaduna. What is the connection between IPOB and the bombing in Kaduna? Now, let us do critical analysis here. I won't support IPOB. I won't support bombing wives of IPOB members. Gumi on airstrike. Many of you will say that he is drawing an analogy, or many of you will say that he is actually speaking on your behalf. Or many of you will say that he is trying to use it to explain what this means. Now, let me tell you exactly what this man is saying. Number one, he is very, very constructive. He is, he was very, very constructive in saying this, because what he is trying to tell you is that all these things that we are reporting that the military is doing in Biafra land, that it is not true. It is only when it happens to his own, bandits. Whenever it affects his own bandits, Gumi will come out and now, start condemning it. Because out of all people in Nigeria, the only people Gumi will be using as a reference is IPOB. Using IPOB as a reference, he won't support bombing the wives of IPOB. Who is IPOB? Where is their wives? Why? What has it got to do with, you know, military of zoo that you people are clamoring for? One Nigeria, one Nigeria. What has IPOB got to do with their one Nigeria military bombing your own people? What has it got to do with IPOB? Because he believe that IPOB in the east, the eastern Nigeria, that IPOB is the people who are stopping his own people that are trying to take over our bushes and trying to molest our mothers and sisters in the farm. He is trying to tell you that IPOB is the biggest, enemy of terrorism. Is the biggest enemy of terrorism because the Eastern Security Network. Eastern Security Network is only protecting our land from terrorism. And that's what pains Gumi the most, because he is protecting the terrorist. That's why he need to use this name IPOB. He need to use this name IPOB to make his reference, as if he is actually referencing on behalf of IPOB, as if he is actually talking something that is going to be in the favor of IPOB. You won't bomb IPOB wives. Why don't you say that uh, you won't bomb other agitators? Is Igboho, did Igboho not say he's agitating? Why didn't you use them as a reference? Did the Northern Coalition Group not come few days ago to say that Igboho and his men are disturbing Fulani? Why did you not use it as a reference? Why IPOB? Why did you not use your bandits as a reference? Why IPOB? Because even your bandits, their wives are innocent. Are they not? Because, except if they are banditing with them. They are innocent. You cannot try them in the court of law because they did not send their husband to be bandits. Except if you find the husband keeping all those things in the house, guns and ammunitions. That's the only time you will now arrest the people that are present in the house. But if not, their wives are innocent. That's the way the law works. Because the wife can easily tell you, I don't know, he is a bandit. So why you didn't use your own Fulani terrorists you call bandit? Why you didn't use them as a reference? Why are you using IPOB as a reference, Gumi? Now let us continue to read what Gumi said here. Gumi was reacting to the runners' airstrike that killed some villagers in Tudumbiri, Igabi, Igabi, local government area of Kaduna State. A military drone had killed some worshippers celebrating Malud in the village. The Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arwan, had confirmed the incident. Tadun Biri bombing, Nigeria Army confirms. Routine mission on intended attack. Confirmed routine mission unintended attack. Speaking on the attack, the army claimed the mistake was due to erroneous intelligence. Oh, the army said that the mistake happened because in for intel, somebody gave them intelligent report that this is what is going on here. They bomb. Hey, they bomb. Of course, if you go that agwa tolomo juo ibe mo another person odu. Agwa tuo gị ya juo onye ọzọ ọdụ. This is the way that Nigeria military has been bombarding Biafra land, because they will claim that they receive intelligent report from Asare Dokubo, Hope Uzodinma and co. They will go out there and release bomb into communities. Houses will be destroyed, demolished. People's house will be bombed. People's life will be lost. Now, the same thing that happened in the north, and the whole newspapers are carrying it. Everywhere you go, it is about this in the north. The same thing that the military has been doing in Biafra land. For more than 2 years now. Nobody is reporting it. Nobody is talking about it. Because it is the same thing. If this is a wrong information, wrong intelligence report that was given to the military, they did not go to investigate. That shows you that everything we've been reporting, that the military carnage in Biafra land, it is as a result of some people. If they don't like people of this village, they will go and, just like Asare Dokubo, he will go and call military or Hope Uzodinma. I don't like people of this village. Go there and you will see the ESN is there. ESNs are there. That is where the ESNs are actually keeping everything. That's where they live. The military will just bring a fighter jet and start bombarding the area without even checking if there is children, without even checking or investigating on their own to see if there is ESN there. They won't care less. They will just start bombarding that place. That is as a result, you see people's houses being demolished, being destroyed. That's exactly one thing. It happened in the north for of course, will I call it for the first time, it killed so many people at once, because that's what they plan on us. It is the same Aboki from the north that will lead the battalion that will go to Biafra land to go and bombard innocent communities, saying that IPOB and ESNs are hiding there. The same thing that they did to themselves today. They did it to themselves. Even Amnesty International is now talking about it. But all this while, we were crying about bombardment against innocent people's home. Nobody talked about it. Let us continue to hear about Gumi. However, Gumi wondered if the bombs drop on the people was a mistake as claimed. In a weekly lecture at the Sultan Bello Mosque in Kaduna, Gumi said, these people assembled in a place women and children were, and the drones have cameras, which means they saw the people, but they suspected they were children. Oh, they used drone. They used drone, not even a fighter jet. They used drone, which is more interesting. It is getting more interesting. They use drone to show that the area they are going to is a very dangerous area. That's why they use drone. To show that the place they are going to now, they received the intelligent report to show that there is still chaos going on in Nigeria, because they cannot use chopper. If they go there, they will bring it down. So they had to use drone so that they will not have a lot of casualties. They will not have a lot of casualties. Now, listen up. They use drone to drop this bomb on the people. He said, these people assembled in a place women and the children were, and the drones have cameras, which means they saw the people, but they suspected they were children and wives of some people. You see, they were suspected they were children and wives of some people, but they mistakenly targeted those who are not their target for us. Nobody should be a target of such bombing. Nobody. That's what Gumi said. Nobody should be a target of such bombing, including the terrorists themselves also, because he said nobody. There is no exclusivity there. Now, this is this is because it's wrong to kill women and children, including the elderly, and we are not in support of such, even if they are IPOB members. Even if they are IPOB members. But to Gumi, in a daily basis, we have shown how your military killed IPOB members. Only now, you don't support even if it is IPOB members. Hi, Gumi, religious cleric, Gumi. Hi, there is no more truth. We will never support the killing of IPOB wives and children. It's better to have face to face combat than bombing people after all. Nobody will even bomb IPOB. You see now, the more he talk, the more he become emotional and now telling you exactly what he's trying to say. That's what he does here. Those attacking Fulani settlement in Oyo, did you hear anybody dropping bombs on them? Yeah? Did they say that IPOB are in Oyo tackling Fulani headsmen? We will never support the killing. Let me start afresh so that I get it. We will never support the killings of IPOB wives and children. It's better to have face-to-face combat than bombing people after all. Nobody will even bomb IPOB. Nobody will even bomb IPOB. Those attacking Fulanis, those attacking Fulani settlement in Oyo, did you hear anybody dropping bombs on them? Is IPOB in the Oyo state attacking Fulani settlement? Please, beacon. Okay. Hmm. IPOB na Bonekwa. Those bombs were made specifically to target some people, but God exposed them because he was not happy with the killings of innocent lives. That is what Gumi said, that God exposed them. That God exposed them. Eh, now let us hear. This is Gumi saying. Now let us check the Amnesty International, because Amnesty International said something, made a statement about it. Now listen. Amnesty Human Rights Watch call for justice for victim of Kaduna attack. Regie. Victims of Kaduna attack. They have there are victims of Biafra land attacks, victims of house demolition by military in Biafra land, killings. I am not in any way, supporting the killings of children and women. It is evil. But I am saying, if you are going to make a call for injustice and all these consistent, you know, ethnic cleansings and genocide being committed in Nigeria, you should actually follow it up accordingly. You should follow it up accordingly or chronologically. Because if you cannot follow it up in that way, it means that you are having a selective ammunition. Now, I want you to know that it's always in the north. It is always in the north. But we are watching it happening. We are watching it happening. It will get more interesting. Now, since story come out of how Nigeria army on Sunday mistakenly dropped bomb on people of Tudon, I forgot I'm reading BBC, Tudonbiri village for Kaduna State, as them as them they celebrate Malud Malud or whatever. Many groups don't come out to call for justice for the victims. Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch wey be two ogbonge international group wey dey torchlight dis cane matter don chook mouth, and all of them dey call for justice to be served for the victims. It is important, it is good, but these international organizations should learn how to be, you know, fair in their judgment. Fair. They should follow all these things and not be selective in what they are looking, they are investigating, or what they are reporting. If it happens in Biafra land, we report it. It will not, you know, register anywhere. But it happens in the north. Amnesty International intervene. It is good. Do your job, but do it equally and do it fairly. That's the plea. There are no human life that is better than another. Human life is as important as every other human life. So you cannot tell us that the people who are being killed in Biafra land by military are more important than the people who are who was or somebody who was killed in Kaduna State. That is my take. So, and it is important for us to know that when it happens to us, it doesn't matter. When it happens to us, it doesn't matter. When it happens to other people, it will be reported, especially in the northern Nigeria. It will be reported. Even sometimes American president intervene. Sometimes American president, their family, wives, and children will start protesting. But if it happened to us, nobody talks, because we are asking for our identity. We are asking for our identity. And when we get our identity, that's the only time we will be able to move forward, because we have discontinued from our identity. We have discontinued from our heritage. And we must find a way to go back to our heritage. To find that way, we need to now learn how to employ, loving each other. We need to learn how to work together. We need to learn how to promote our own. We need to learn how to detest anybody, be a celebrity, who is going at the back to sell you for pittance. You believe they are going to do anything for you. I've told you in several occasions, they are not going to do nothing for you. You that is claiming that ife nkịta ji eso afa onye afọ ukwu na ọ nyụrụ anya ọgbọ agbọ, nwekwa ife ọ ga-anyụrụ gị, ọnyụgodi ya oweli ya likwe ya ọzọ. These people ị na-eso highest ọtụọlụ gị ego n'elu just to gain superiority over you. That's what they will do for you. So we must learn how to detest such people. We must learn how to detest them. Not Judge Money will be condemning what he's doing. Somebody will be praising him on the other side. No. If they are evil, they are evil. Not IPOB will be praising, will be judging them, while Igbo, ndị kpọrọ onwe fa Igbo Social Cultural Group, will be praising such person. It is not togetherness. We are not going anywhere with such. Everybody have equal right to expose evil. Everybody have equal right to expose evil, to call for the freedom of our people. All those governors, Ohaneze, all those traditional rulers, they can use their platform to do so. Call for the release of Ohamadike. Call for the freedom of your own people. Because as in it is only Igbo man that you are rejected, you reject yourself. It is only an Igbo man. When you are rejected, you reject yourself as well. Why are you rejecting yourself? You as a traditional ruler, governor, these people who call themselves the Igbo sociocultural group in the name of Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, you demand for that which is rightfully yours. Don't come out there every time you come to the media, you will speak big, you talk big without any implementation or any result. That's what you people do all the time, deceiving those you are able to deceive. You cannot deceive people like me. Because if you were able to do that, you as ordinary person, where these people they use their show to intimidate. If you detest them, don't even look. In fact, if I drop go, forget it. If they throw money on the road for you, if you ignore them, tell them, say you know they see them. You will see them because they know that the only reason why they are oppressing you is to gain superiority over you. So when you tell them, I know send you, I know see you, with all that your money you are throwing up, they will now start correcting themselves. They will see that they are alone. They are standing alone. Some people are fighting for the benefit of everybody. Some people are now fighting the person fighting for the benefit of everybody. O ife the same Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na DSS dungeon ebe ọ nọ. Ịfụkwa anụ ọhịa a na-akpọ ude na ofe egbu. Ifife ọ na-anyụ n'ọnụ na-akọ eli. Na-akọ eli. Na-asịzi ude na ofe egbu ngwa ya na anụ na ọkwa Krismas ka a na-agba ọ na-abe nna ya ebe be nna ya na-atụ ya ụtọ otu anwa ọ dị. Ọ na-abe nna ya o welu vidio mee gwa anyị na ọ nọ be nna ya ka anyị wee maa na one Nigeria is a good place. Otu a one Nigeria si atụ ya enye na mmadụ. Let him go, because ọ bụrụ na one Nigeria nwere security, you can go to your home without any problem. If one Nigeria is working and working in favor of everybody, you can go to your village and celebrate your festive. Because ama m na iwu onye Christian, hafụ ife ị na-awụnye na iwunye ụtụ ị ga-gba Christmas gị, but ị gaghị emenwe, ị gaghị ana je gba Christmas oyi na ị ga-ezogodi izolu n'abalị baa izocha na arụ mgbọsị ị ga-amịpụkwa n'abalị. O ife ị ga-emenwu, o nwere ife ọzọ. Why your own land ji atụ gị ụjọ? Ebe iwe ezigbo mmadụ, ị nọ na Nigeria, ị nọ one Nigeria, why your land ji atụ gị ụjọ ude na ofe egbu? Ọ bụ na your land na-atụ gị ụjọ, o gosi na the country ị nọ adị is not working. Because if this country is working, you don't need, you can go n'Europe, you bịa na-atụ ụjọ ije ebe dị ụta. Mgbe ị nọ na Amsterdam, mmadụ ọ ga-abịa iwe gị egwu na ị gaghị apụta street. Mmadụ ọ ga-abịa ibe gị egwu na ọnwa ebe ịma njenwu. Mmadụ amaghị gị egwu maka na law na-alụ ọlụ and the law enforcement na-alụ ọlụ. So you are condoning evil atrocity that was created not by your father, not even by your forefather, but not even by your race, not even by your anybody that is in ethnic group in Nigeria, but was created by a dead white man. A dead white man, more than 1 century, more than 1 century created. You are promoting such because you don't have initiative. Your brain cannot initiate even giving yourself a name. You don't have it. The curse that they labeled to be give you a name in order to own you. Because if you buy a new dog, a new puppy, if you want to own it, you give it a name so that wherever you call them, they answer you. If you don't give it a name, you don't own it. So they have to give you a name to own you. Nigeria, Nigeria, Lord Lugard and Flora Shaw. That's what they were able to achieve in doing to you. And you are enjoying it. Chukwu ude na ofe egbu. Ude na-eli ozu ofe egbu. Imewe ọlọtara anya gị ra ka nke ikwikwi. Ịpụta na-agba ya ụmụnne gị. Ọ bụla ụmụnne gị wụzi nsogbu gị. Ndị Fulani abụrụ ọdọ na nwere ọya ụmụnne gị. Ama m ife nji adala ada ọnụ mgbe ọwụna. Enwere ọya bụ ụmụnne gị na ana Igbo. Ọ ya ka iji agba ya ọlụfa. Edo ya ka ana Igbo ga-eji na-achụ gị ọsọ. Ọ emebata emepụ. Ọ ife ị ga na-eme. Ịma m banwu ana Igbo. Ọ bụrụkwa na ị na-azọ freedom o. Ị dị azọkwa freedom. Nke wụ na gọọmenti na-achụ gị ma anybody na-achụ. Onwekwa onye na-achụ gị. Na ọkwa onye nyụọ arọ. Ka esi ekwe asị n'ọnwụ ọkụkọ nyụọ arọ a na-achụwu ya ọsọ. Ewukwa ọkụkọ nyugolo arọ n'ala ala nna gị. Ala na-achụzi gị ọsọ because ịnyụọla alọ. Arọ ịnyụ ọ na-achọzi ịpụ nsị. Ana na-achụzi gị ọsọ. N'uche gị na ị ga-efili na ndị IPOB na-achụ gị. N'uche gị na ị ga-efili na ESN na-achụ gị. But onye na-achụ gị wụ the gods of our land. Onye nwa na-achụ gị. Onye ka ị ga-eji na-amịba na-amịpụ. Otu a nwa Hope Uzodimma si ga-awọ na-anata na-amịpụ. Ọmịba ọmịpụ. Otu Emeka Ọfọ si abụọ na-abata okpolu security ka okpolu millions of security. Na ana Biafra na-achụfa. Onwe onye ọzọ na-achụfa. Ọkụ unu na-afụ that what a man, the evil that you do dwells with you. Ị na-ekpo security obere oge nụọ nwaanyị. O nwere ka ofu security edoziwe nwunye gị ife. Ọ na-eme na it happen because you have lost your freedom. Ọ bụkwa na ewu president nke iji awụ gọvanọ. Enwekwa ihe pasị. Na ijos wụlụ onye ma politicians ọ na ijos wụlụ onye nwere ego. Ikpolu bodyguard na polisi everybody na-aghọ onwe gị alụ. Ịma nwezi freedom your own. Because you know na country that is not working. Onye nwe bodyguard and this all these people. Onwekwe secret. You know get secret. That is it. Maybe one day one of them will use your secret create a content ala bandala. Hey, ọ dị egwu. Ife nwere disadvantage. Ife nwere advantage nwere disadvantage. Because one man's food is another man's poison. All these things you people are doing. Once I know what question on Araman, or if you name ude na ofe egbu, or if you name. And all the very important and necessary for you to imalo if you know that otiye no na enwe ife a na-akpọ ekecha n'obi na ekecha n'ezi evulu nawa n'obi ekecha n'ama evulu nawa n'obi ikwesị ime ife omini n'obi gị wee ebe a na-eme the last na everybody go chop breakfast n'obi gị ife ọbụla imegide obi gị a na-achụ gị ọsọ ị na-amịbata nwanne igbugo onwe gị na for real. Ife ọbụla imegide na ị na-anazi be nna gị weluzie ndị sekuriti nwanne ịdọmkpa igbugo n'onwe gị na o gosi that na enwere ife na-alụ ọrụ na ndụ gị. You don't have freedom. Ndị ahụ ị ga-eje ka ị meela ọkanga. You nwere freedom around them because they don't love you. You know that you are a criminal that is being haunted. But who is haunting you? The gods of the land. Because if you look back, you won't even see them. Nobody is haunting you. Nobody is threatening you. Nobody is telling you. But the gods of the land is haunting you. Those your parents who died as a result of 1967, 1966 in the northern Nigeria. The blood of that child, the fetus that was removed from a pregnant woman and smashed on the wall, it is haunting you, nobody else. Nobody else. When we talk about our ancestors, when we talk about our ancestors, we talk about our ancestors. We need to recognize them. It is true, but we don't need to worship them. We need to recognize them, and we need to stop calling them evil because they are not evil. Because if you call them evil, it means you are evil. Because agwa aghaghị ịmụ ihe toro ogologo. We need to recognize them. Maka na nke onye chiri ya zelu. O wepụ na family exist, ma mma exist. Onyanwa mee some people eje kpụọ mpafa na befa so that it will be what they use to recognize, this is our father. The same way eriji kpụọ nna ya, family eriji kpụọ nna fagad na agụareli na agụreli. Janwa mee anyị ka ji nwee trace na our people si ebe dị otu a. Ifu ka esi wee kpụọ gad dewe ya na agụreli, kpụọ ya akpụ dewe ya di ya. Oya nwa gosi gị na our ancestors ifefa na-eji remember something bụ ife akpụrụ akpụ. Kafa ji remember something to eternalize something story. Fa akpụ onye akpụ because ha ndị Egypt before any other thing fa na-ese nke fese na-akpụkwu ya akpụ. Fa na-akpụ na-ese na embalmment na-emekwa embalmment wee be say onye nwe unu you can never mgbe ọbụla ị chọkwala ijefia. So otu fa si emekwa nke fa. A na-emekwa embalmment na bayo, but ebe a mụtakwa ya n'Egypt, embalmment. So all these things ifo will always have significant value in our history, finding. But when you go and take those people akpụ, ije worship vefa, hey, odumodu ọgwụ a ka akpụ ihe anụnwa afa gị bụ odumodu. Ngwanụ jee mepelu m ụzọ, jee melụ m nke a, jee melụ m nke ife akpụ ife iji aka gị kpụchazie ọghọlụzie chi gị. Hey, ọ bụrụ na mmadụ na-ekrieti chukwu ya, nna ọ kakwalụ m mma nje krieti ya nke m na-agwa ya ihe ọ ga-emelụ m, ọ na-emelụ m ya. Ọ nkrieti ya my own chikịta ngwagodi ya jegodu o jee na Aso Rock ya jee mụ inye ọkụ. Ọ ga-eje na ọlọ chukwu ka ọwa na chukwu wọ untouchable. I create your God, gwa ife ọ ya eme ego je mee gị ma ọ wụ na otu esi alụ dị ọlụ. Ka i wee na-afụ na ya defe alụsị apịrị apị, onwere ifeteli ya. Ọ bụrụ na ọ na-efe alụsị apịrị apị na-alụ ọlụ, anyị ezie ni oje nụ ọlụ n'anya ọgụ 1967 ka ife anyị ji je n'ụwa dị ọgụ. We keep those things artifacts for the sake of eternalizing a historic importance, to use it to remember. And some of them is for beautification, furniture. They use for furniture, beautifying your space. That's what they are used for. So when you go and start worshiping them, it is only laughable. It is even better for you to go and worship the dead ones, the dead people. The dead people, you go and worship them. Instead of worshiping at least dead people, fabu spirit. Okay? Or if you die, you ghost out. Okay, je worship when don't allow. Kali je worship osisi. Osisi je no osisi buta pichazia ya. Or if you claim mode chaze mecha your mama ebeza na akpọ ya chi gị. O make run sense now. If you think about it, you go no say it no make sense. No stupidity and ignorance. All you want be here and nsogbu. I are there for policy. Happy. We will, it is important for us to have a good relationship with our ancestors, our parents that have passed on, because they marry for joy and time, but we don't worship them. We don't pray them. We respect them. We don't pray them. We don't pray them. We don't pray to them. We respect them. We remember them. We memorize them. We always, remember them in good faith. Remember the good that they have done and forget the past that they have done. So use the good they did to remember them. All the very important. We cannot criminalize our ancestors anymore because we come from them. The same way their ancestors who were Abraham and Abiama, Chukwu Abiama, Chukwu Abiama. We can also say the God of my father, because my father was a successful man. You can say the God of my father, because you know that the God of your father is automatically your God. Of course, the God of your father is automatically your God. Regardless of if also fair, because if I all no lapu God, they are just fair also. Remember that if I want for abro God, I want me oji bop or meche. So anyway, for God, they are in a DNA. Yeah, the God of your father is in the DNA of your father. So that DNA, that gene that you share with your father, the same God of your father. Maybe that your father, God for your nanya somehow, or may go to 1 or 2 or piayota, or piquayota, or pocotia, feature choir, say, mam, imekwenyozo. The God of your father, using your energy to connect to the God of your father. Maybe you have become, so evil that you have embraced the God of Ndocha, Jesus with blue eyes. They are in Apple Jukundocha. That is the reason why, because we worship in Ndocha, that is the reason why, if we want freedom, we call Ndocha. If we are being killed, we call Ndocha. If we want clothes, we call Ndocha. We buy from Ndocha. If we want moto, we buy from Ndocha. If Obunaicho, we buy from Oyibo people. That is exactly because we are calling their God at any time to come and help us. We need to understand our heritage. We need to understand our heritage. It is not Alusi Apilapi. It is not Alusi Apilapi. It is not Ijenuku Osisi Fewuku Osisi. It is not ije welu white cloth, red cloth, mmadụ na ofu ihe ị na-eme na onwe gị ike. No, onweghị ike ọbụla onwe. Nna m wụ dibịa, nna ya na-akpụ alụ. Nna m wụ dibịa, nna ya na-akpụ alụ, mana o mechara lapụ dibịa. O mechara lapụ dibịa because dibịa bịa sebere ya na half brother ya okwu. Sebere ya na half brother ya okwu o. Nna akwụsị ime dibịa, nna mee nka. Otu ahụ kwa, faka na-eso okwu ruo taa. Nna m akwụsịgokwa imebi dibịa, jewe ụka. Jewezi ụka o. So, for you to know, all those things we have, we have seen them, tested them. That is part of the things that will push you to say, I want to find my truth. Where is my truth? I must define myself. I must find our origin. I must be able to go back to my root. But you cannot go back to the root that you know nothing about. Those who will tell you the story of Adam and Eve is this, is that, is myth, is legend. Just to make sure that they tell you that the scripture is a lie. Forget those. Forget those. Even the ancient Kemet, studies, we are able to, recognize the story of Adam and Eve. Now, secondly, many archaeological, research who will suggest that they couldn't find the story of Adam and Eve. Number one, archaeology is of how many years? Archaeology, if it is so old, is 500 years ago. Remember the story of Adam and Eve. Maybe you don't know if it is 100 years ago. Now, because human beings have lived in this world for more than 200 years ago, you know that. Now, you will now see that the archaeology will never find the origin of Adam and Eve. You know why? Because they painted them white. They have whitewashed Adam and Eve. Archaeology will not confirm the story of Yeshua. If they are, of course, The people that are living in present day Israel, they're anti-Yeshua, or they don't believe in Yeshua. They don't believe in him. So now, because they have white, when they whitewash, somebody, how can you be looking for a white person that is a black man? How can you be looking for a white person in a black person? So how will archaeology trace back to find who is Adam and Eve, but they are looking for it in a white person? No, tell me. Because there is a text that I was reading, a text that I was reading talking about there is no archaeological evidence where Adam and Eve lived. How will you find the archaeological evidence when you are looking for white people that you know white people, while the main or original people you're supposed to be looking for was black people? So how do you think you are going to get the result? This is to show you that all this archaeological report nonsense, they are all nonsense. You tell us Jesus is white, but we know Jesus is black. And even the book that you use to validate the existence of this your Jesus said, explaining that he is black, but you are looking for it in a white person. So how do you think you are going to find him? So archaeology is a lie. Because all archaeology ga-eje chọgide n'onye ọcha wụ Jesus wee chọta onye with blue eyes. Archaeology will go and look for those who are Adam and Eve, looking for them in the white people. How will they find them? Archaeology that called our people Persians, they call them Iranians. Those who they tell you Persian War, Persian War, Persian War has everything to do with black Africans that they call the Persians. It has something to do with black Africans, because during that time they are talking about Persian War. Black Africans are still the occupants of the land of Canaan and the land of the northeast of Africa. So why are they telling us Persian War, Iraq, Iran, this and that? Persian War was not fought against the Arabs. It was fought against our people. But people don't understand it. It was many years ago, long time ago, that they started fighting us. That was how they were able to carve out to the northeast of Africa and call it the Middle East. I am I hold nobody apology about that, because that is the truth. Those who follow the history, they know. Africa on its own bears the name given to it by a colonial master, France. France, Portuguese, then English. That's the name Africa bear. So we are all in this mess together, and we need to fight this mess by creating a better principle that will destroy the existence of the the colonial status quo. How do we do that? First of all, we can start by changing our names. Continent. We are talking about continent. Change the name of this continent of Africa. Change the name of the continent of Africa. Destroy every policy of neocolonialism, just like Traore is doing. Just like Traore is doing. He is making some good moves. It is very important. Those who joining BRICS should not be joining BRICS because they want to change their begging basket. You don't have to change your begging basket. No. If the BRICS superpowers tell you, no, we want to give you funding of 1 billion, tell them I don't need your 1 billion, so that you will sort out your electricity infrastructure. Tell them you don't need their 1 billion. They should give you, tell them they should give you, technology. They should give you engineers that you will pay. so that they will teach your people how to build this thing, how to do this thing. They will pay. Instead of your 1 billion, keep your 1 billion, give us tech. Give us, let's share tech. That's the only thing where we can make it Africans, because we're in this mess together. Otherwise, we are going nowhere. We need to now start embracing the old ways, how we used to do it pre-colonialism. Not really how we used to do it. We need to now go back to the ancient map, to the ancient map, so that every establishment done by white man in Africa will be demolished. And we do our own establishment, because we are the ones living in these establishments. You cannot live under establishment done for the benefit of a white guy, and you are living on it expecting that it will benefit you, because it is a system that is enacted to actually be on the benefits of these people who built it. It is not in your benefit. So you need to now bring it down, build your own system that, according to the challenges that you are facing, where you come from. That is the reason why we are calling for the disintegration of Nigeria. And we are calling for it in a very peaceful way, referendum, through a referendum. That's what we are looking for, referendum. Because Nigeria is created by Britain, and Britain is commissioning genocide that is going on in Nigeria without, the world knowing about it, because it is a systemic commission. It is a systemic commissioning in a situation whereby you know that your creation is actually killing people, and you are still in support of such creation. It means that you are evil, a very, very serious evil. So that is exactly what Britain is to us. You will never move forward until you say no to British Fulani rules. Whether you think it is my brother there, your brother will focus on his own people and his own friends and concubines. That's what your brother does. My brother there, he focus on his friends, his family, his concubines, his village, maybe. That's where they focus. It will never extend to you. Are you going to ever get to that position? How many people do you know in politics that you will wait for when it gets to their position? Maybe it is going to help them. You don't have anybody. Let me take this call. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Mas, am I connected?
Yeah, you are connected. I'm live.
Yes, I know.
All right, you are connected. You can go ahead.
Okay, Mazi, George Money.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This is your brother C2 calling you right now. I just want to contribute something regarding the program that you are doing. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all the whole Biafrans all over the whole world that are doing a good job to make sure that our people is not being deceived. And I salute the DOS and all the whole principal officers. I salute you all. Don't worry. I'm one of those persons who love to listen, and I don't want any ethnic groups in Nigeria to feel sorry for Igbo. I don't want them to feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for ourselves. Why am I saying this thing is this? When we start feeling sorry to ourselves, it will look like it will downgrade us and make us look as if we're weak. I've been telling my people that if you remember during before the war and then after the war, Britain actually plotted the coup and call it Ugbo coup. We're here to educate our people so that they can know what actually transpired and educate Nigerians as well. What actually transpired in 1960s, 70s. All these generals was trained in Britain, where they call Sound Hall. And Britain, look at them. Britain is one of the country which everywhere they go, their fingerprint is there. You know, they plot the coup and BBC, because they have their social media there, they have their big media there called BBC. BBC is what every time, you know, like when Mazin Namdekan is about to come to Radio Biafra, 7 o'clock, everybody will leave what you are doing. Everybody will leave what you are doing. You have to listen. That is how BBC was then, because nobody to challenge them. There's no big media to challenge them. So they put that allegation on Biafrans, they turn it to coup, and they plotted the coup. Even Britain, MI5 and MI15 killed Muritala Mohammed, you know, but they will never tell you all these things. They will never tell you, but the proof is there. So, you know, this lie peddle against our people. I just want our people, don't feel sorry for yourself. What you need to do is to challenge these people, is to tell them who they are in their front. We know they have the military, they have their police, their soldiers, they're killing our people. We know. The reason why Nigeria is afraid of Igbo man today not to be a president of Nigeria is because they think we are going to retaliate for the atrocity. Because it takes a foreign country to, you know, expose what transpired in 1967. Our people that they killed. Judge Murray, just you know, look at exactly what is happening now. But look at what is happening now. Then think about 1967, the way they massacre our people. It was a genocide. They plot the coup, they hatch it, they call it Igbo coup, and they kill our people. But today, do you know that ever since before the coming of IPOB and Mazin Namdekan, in Nigeria it was Igbo coup. When IPOB come and Mazin Namdekan came, we now set the record straight. You know what happened? You know, this is what I listening. We are educating them. We are not stupid. Then now, when you hear them talk now, Judge Money, when you hear them talk, they don't call it Igbo coup again, because you know why? We have social media. We have social media. We have to forget about what is happening now. Some of our people have the opportunity to go into deep all these foreign agents that knows exactly what happened. You know, some of our people goes into them. They tell them exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. You know, because Nigerian government used the oil in our land to sell, to bribe the whole countries who participate in that genocide. You know, but we do know, we do interact with them. Do you know what they tell us? That is why Obasanjo banned history in the school. Obasanjo deliberately banned history. He does not want people to know exactly what happened. Now, it was Igbo coup all this while, and not until Mazin Namdekan said the record straight. Now, they don't call it Igbo coup. What they do now is, if you look at the zoo now, when they come to analyze what happened, they will say, oh, it's young military men from all over the whole country. Judge Mode, I don't know if you have come across some of their media. Sometimes they discuss this in their channel, TV, sometimes Arise. They will tell you now, oh, it's young military. You know, that time they were young and they try to make the country good. This young military, they are from the north, they are from the west, they are from the east, they are from here. They were everywhere. They now make it to, you know, all the whole young military from everywhere. But before, it was Igbo coup. It wasn't the young military from all over the country. Before, it was Igbo coup. I hope Biafrans are listening. Now, while I said our people stop feeling sorry for yourself, you need to challenge, you need to hate. You know, people like me, when they come out and say you hate Igbo man, I hate you times two. If you come closer to me, I'll poison you. Any ethnic group in Nigeria who come out and say you hate Igbo man, if you come closer to me, see to, I will poison you, because you are not blessed by Chukwu Okike Abiyama. I am speaking the old Eastern region. I bless people. The old Eastern region. Forget about the divide and rule.
We are special people of God. We are special people of God. Special people.
Of course, we are. So we don't have no apology for anything Chukwu Okike Abiyama made us to be. We come in, the darkness disappear, and the light will be there. But let me educate Nigerians a little bit. The more you hate Igbo man, the more you bury your children, the more your family go into trauma. They don't know this. I have stayed to Chukwu Okike Abiyama. The more they hate Igbo man, the more Nigeria go into abyss, and it's happening, but they don't know what is happening to them. One thing I'm telling you today, I'm telling Biafras, wherever you see the castigating Igbo person, or in social media or everywhere, don't feel sorry for you. Oh, why are they? No. If you have the opportunity, you call in that program or you challenge them back in social media, or you tell them, can they explain to you how are they better than Igbo man? Let them explain. All the whole fridge they are using in Nigeria, their television, their washing hand basins, name it, is being imported by Igbo man. And these maggot core Nigerians don't think they are causing themselves. They don't think. You say you hate this person, but you are eating something that he's bringing. Don't you see that you are taking a course? Don't you see that this Nigeria have no brain? And Britain know that Nigeria have no brain. Britain knows. They know that this Nigeria is a
That's why
backward.
Britain is using their own ideology and strategy.
Of course, Britain knew that Nigeria is a place. Britain knew that Nigeria is a. I don't know what to play. They knew what they know that place is just. It's just. How am I gonna put it? The people that cannot reason. The people that cannot reason, and they cannot reason. I am telling you the truth. They can. You see this Emiloko. You remember when Muhammad Buhari was in power, he was doing all manner of rubbish. They were saying there will be, counting days for him. Emiloko has come now. They are still talking, they will never do anything, but they are still saying, oh, he do this, he do that, he do that, he do this. This is how they will keep talking until the people have finished 8 years. 8 years, Emiloko will finish 8 years. Forget about Nigeria, they are just yapping and talking bush. You will see them. Their problem is Igbo man. Nigeria, you see Nigeria, their problem is an Igbo man. And they are working themselves, being caused by Okike. You hate the person that you could carry them a bless. And then you think your family will survive. These people are stupid. They don't know what is called nature. Nature takes the vacuum. Nigeria, I'm educating you. There's something they call nature. Nature must take the vacuum. That is exactly what is happening to Nigeria. Karma is happening to you, and it will continue happening to you until you allow the soul, the Umuchuku, to grow, and then you will now start seeing the fresh air. But for now, we're in Nigeria, you will never see fresh air. And I curse anybody and his generation who say that Igbo people and Biafrans will never find their freedom. I curse you and I curse your generation. You will bury your generation will be going into penury, pain and anger. You see Nigeria, if you don't allow Biafrans to go and the moment to have their freedom, Nigeria, your pain will increase. You will be suffering Boko Haram, herdsmen, all manner of things, every sickness will fall off Nigeria. Judge Money, if it is possible, I want to address somebody. I don't feel sorry for myself. I don't feel sorry for my people. If they can wake up and fight and use this opportunity, we have no media in 1967. They lie against us. They lie against us. And we have been bearing this burden for the past how many years? They lie against us. They call us some manner of name. They say we are drug pushers. They say we are ritualists. They say we are this thing. But today, social media are there. We know the rituals. And I'm not saying there's no people who do rituals. Every other tribe do rituals. But remember, before, when there is no media, it was Igbo people, the rituals. These people are rituals people. This one. But they're forgetting that, Judge Money, they're forgetting that an Igbo man will carry bread on wheelbarrow. We'll be transporting bread by road, selling it. Before you know it, he will now get a small chaos and start putting the bread. Before you know it, he will now rent a shop. Before you know it, you'll be sleeping in that shop. Deny himself all pressure in this world. He will be selling it, sleeping in that shop. Before you know it, he will buy a land. Before you know it, he will develop the land. Before you know it, he will become. These are the envy and jealousy of Nigeria. And now they came. Here come Basanjo Babangida, T.Y. Janjuma, go on. The art genocider himself, go on. Keep go on for some reason. You see this go on. God keep him for some reason. And Mazinam, they cannot cause him. We will stay and watch. I am not the people of Gowan. I am not in any way supporting your killing. But Gowon is reaping his punishment. I'm telling you, any people from Gowon
I think you should
places,
put it this way. I think you should tell them that the plague that is upon them is brought upon them by Gowon. Gowon
yes,
is
that
the
is where I'm
reason
coming
why.
with money. Yes, that is where I'm coming. If you look at Methusedek broadcast one day, one of my brother Methusedek broadcast, one of the brothers called in that program, he spoke eloquently well. He spoke very well, you know. So people like that, my brother, if he's listening, I will never call for your killing by Fulani herdsmen. It pains me watching Fulani people kill you and other things. But Gowon brought all these things for Nigeria because when Ojukwu took him to Abure Accord was so that everybody will live peacefully. Everybody will live peacefully. Nobody will kill each other. No, everybody will be living peacefully. Gowon come out and tell him not to agree that he have done this, he have done this. He said, no, Gowon, sign the Abure Accord. After in Ghana, they came back. You can see the video there when he and Ojukwu were sharing meal. Gowon, instead of Gowon to say, he's a Christian. No, that is why I said, witness. I hate Christianity to the last blood. To the last blood. I have
Christianity was designed to destroy the brain of an African person.
Don't worry. Whenever I die, nobody should bury me in the name of Jesus. You see, I say my own before it happened because people don't cease to understand what the white man brainwash our people. We are here to educate. Whether you like it or you that is hearing my voice, so if you think I'm lying, if you think I'm just yapping, go to Rome and ask Pope. He will go. Pope get me praying his own sharam there. You know that all those things he's doing is just whitewash. They are all of them. They are worship man-made. They worship evil. All of them. They worship. You know, people don't even know that Europeans, people that live in Europe, know, but our people in Biafra land don't even know that Europeans worship evil. They don't know. They don't know that they worship evil, but when they see it in our own side, they say, hey,
Church of Satan come from?
Yes. But when they see it in our own side, when we do our tradition, they say it's evil, and the church people will carry it upon their head, say we are evil. Our ancestors are evil. Let me say something about this, our ancestors. First, I am calling. I'm invoking the good, the precious and the clean ancestors. Ancestors is two types. All those are just money. So I want to put this thing to bear. Now, when people say our ancestors commit evil, no. But there's two ancestors we have. Two ancestors. Let it be on record today. There is some clean ancestors, and there's some of them who are not clean. The ones are not clean. Hope of them will become ancestors tomorrow. Don't forget.
True.
If our ancestors' land, if our land did not kill him, we will become ancestors tomorrow. Don't forget. So will you put these ones as good ancestors? I always differentiate them. This is how you pray. I know how to pray. Don't you know Biafra is he not ancestors today? Will you say he's what about Agada Bachurozo? Is he not ancestors today? Will you call him? Will you say tomorrow all those Okari will be ancestors? Who told you they will bring Fulani to bomb us? Tomorrow he will become ancestors. What about the one in prison in Britain? Tomorrow he will become ancestors. You see why I said differentiate them. If you want to call ancestors, you call Ayoparaha them. You call Ayoparaha them. These are people who stand for Ndibo, who speak for us. Zik is not one ancestors today. Where he is, all of one Nigeria. Zik name is not even in the list of the people they honor. Go and check the people they honor in the world as a hero, as the people who fought for Pan-Africanism. Zik name is not there because they knew that he's a coward. They know. The Western world know that he's a coward. Zik. But if you see people talk about him like Zik of Africa, or no, when they tell us that Zik has Igbo, no kill all his fallacy, all his, you see.
Superstition, all Britain to a superstition ka ha di melocha ndị ba ya alụ. Ị na-akọkwuzi history ndị ba ya na-akpọrọ gị superstition na-emelụ gị alụ. So masị na ndị our people dal n'enu. Ka ị ga-esi daa n'enu? Ọ superstition a ka ị ga-esi daa n'enu achị inyi ga-asị gị aja na ala aja. Want to go ahead?
Yes, don't worry. They will tell you Zeke Asukwa. Zeke was the main problem.
Ojiki River yana mama wata nugide ọgụ. Ọ na-ati aki River Niger. Tinye ya na bottle kpochie ya ka tinye ya na the cage kpochie ya. Nna ndị asaka anyị.
You could see that. They will say there is one they go. They say to us, the same way they tell you that Mango Park is discovered River Niger. You see.
It's an insult.
Yes, it's an insult. See, this is the reason why the white men they look at the black people as a cowards, as people who you see. I am not somehow blaming them. Somehow blame because you see when I engage them, when they look at me, oh they will know no, this one is different. This one is because when I talk, they know. But when they meet those idiots who cannot who still behave like animal, these are the ones when they see us they categorize everybody as the same thing as the same. I don't blame them. That's why they can manufacture Ebola, manufacture all type of disease. They will come and experiment it in Africa, because they know that place is a burial ground. Putin said it. That Africa is a burial ground. Big man will die in Europe. We live in Europe all his while. When he died, they will bring him to Africa and bury him. It's a burial ground. The video is there. I'm not making it up. Before this autopilot people who have no bread.
Right.
Who have no bread. Go and search Putin's what he said about Africa is there. Because these autopilot people, these are the people. Obama has caused them anywhere. He has caused them. Can't you see them? So what this autopilot did not know that secret agents are sponsoring Samareba one way or the other. Not based on they are giving him some some of this autopilot did not know that this guy they are seeing he came to destroy them themselves. He did not know that his agenda is to come and make IPOB look so stupid in front of the whole world. But some of them did not know. They are saying they are autopilot. You are proud to say you are autopilot. Do you know the meaning of autopilot? Because you are stupid. If somebody call you an autopilot, boy also, because autopilot is something who has no meaning, who has no direction. He has no left, he has no right. That is what we call autopilot. He has no direction. But somebody will call it autopilot because they are coward. They don't reason. These people, Nazim they can't say reason like a human being. Reason. They have no reason in their brain. These are coward because that is why man look at them finish. They see black man as a quagmire. Why wouldn't they use black man as an experiment? Why wouldn't they do that? They are listening to my voice. But the white people, I am not one of them. C2 is more educated and more sophisticated. That is why when they meet me, when I talk, they know that this one is angry. Even before I talk, they will know that they will say, they will know that I know their sin. So let me go to the reason why I called you now. If it is possible, you tag Reno or Mokri. Judge Money, please, if it is possible, you tag him, Reno or Mokri. I want to address him, please. Tag him for two seconds if it is possible. Let me address Reno or Mokri.
No, people in the comment section can tag him. I am not using it. I'm using a studio. I will give 1
minute so people will tag Reno or Mokri. Let me advise him very, very well who he is. So that it will not be.
What is his handle? You need to tell them the handle of Reno Mokri.
Yes. I don't know if you've seen the article he wrote about Indigo. What he been talking. He said we are face. Taking down Fulani. Taking down. Huh?
I never saw anything.
Yes, go to his article. This thing, you will see the article he wrote about what he wrote. Trying to think that Fulani will like him, that go to SI, and he will come look at Indigo, he will come to talk rubbish. Why wouldn't he talk rubbish? Asarudo Kobo will come out and look at Igbo people and say that his father was selling Igbo as a slave. Not everybody was talking. Nobody challenged him. It's only IPOB who challenged them. Who is challenging them? That's why Oba of Lagos will come to say, that he will throw Igbo in lagoon. Nobody challenged him. Only IPOB challenged him. So that is why, and you see Ohanese and the Igbo World Congress, tag Igbo World Congress if it is possible. I will address them too, and tag Ohanese. Ohanese is an agent in our land. There is called MI5 agent, British agent. This is, when you see Ohanese, you are looking at British agent. You know, our people are deaf and dumb. When we tell them something, they will say, oh, bring evidence, but you are a fool. Don't you know that some people go where you don't go? This is why one person, Mazin Namdekano, will come out and tell you, I am Namdekano, lead IPOB all over the whole world. And I am from Isiama Free Beku. He will call his father name, call his mother name. We all know his brothers and sisters. But everybody might come. He never told you where he came from. Call his father's name, call it. But you people are beginning to praise him. He left Mazin Namdekano. And he told you he's fighting. He told you he's fighting for Mazin Namdekano, and he's putting deal on your back. These guys don't even know that we have some record with some politicians. We are waiting for Mazin Namdekano. You will see some record. All of you will start looking for where he is in Finland to kill him yourself. This autopilot. When time comes,
you know, these people, they don't know what is going on. That now.
They don't.
They don't know if they don't know no politician. Nelly was a politician in Nigeria. Because no madam no one in Yana because Madam Oyibo are politicians on the plug with these people. But these people don't know. But at the end of the day, many of them are beginning to change, you know. Many of them there are some of them who are just comment section warrior who just change, but they don't want to, they wouldn't, of course, they might not have avenue to apologize to Biafra, but they think we don't know them. I know many of them because I saved all the pictures of those who were fighting with me when I was fighting with them. I saved all their profile pictures. Some of them I posted them. Some of them who actually, you know, use derogative word against me in my comment section, I posted their image. They are still on my page. So I know when they repent. I know when they start changing. So when they change, I'm watching them where they will now be coming to like what you are doing. But some of them will not come to my page because they know that I know them. But I see them in IPOB, you know, pages where they are liking what we are doing now. You understand? But you know the problem of Igbo man is, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, good morning. I am telling you, the day they will realize the damage that Amadaba have done to them, them themselves will look for him. But let me keep it aside because they are Magot is in their brain. They don't listen. But I thank God for some of our people in Biafra land who beginning to reason. First of all, Mazin Namdekano never come on social media when they told you that he will buy fighter jets. He never come. We are still in Nigerian airspace, so Biafras, those of you that still have bread that is listening to me now, even I prefer some. You see, some of our people in Biafra land are more sophisticated than this idiot, this morons that live in Europe. I'm telling you, when you meet some people in Europe, when they talk,
no, that will be the guy Europe. And what if
you will ask yourself, these people did they pass immigration? Because if you pass immigration, then you will know that you have land. Maybe I can't just tell, but because these people are bread, their bread is maggot you hate today. I'm telling you. So those ones when you see them talk in Europe, you will hate black man itself. I'm telling you. You will hate everything black man is doing.
That's the way
in this life. That is why I'm saying that because they say, you know, when they say something, we carry everything as he said is in my memory. I don't go and look for where to find it. All of here. Also, you know, what's that? You know why he's crying? Because he look at you, he said, these people actually reason. Common reason. You cannot reason. Whereby somebody will be telling you that he has taken over IPOB that he did not know where IPOB was from. He told you that he's in charge. He told you don't go to meeting. He told you stop contributing. He told you he come out and curse your leader, his wife, they call her all manner of name. He told you that he can't listen to anybody.
He told you that the lawyers are criminal, but he did not send a new lawyer.
Yes, he did not send a new lawyer. Could you see that? He told, you see, if it is Metu were doing program, they don't something is wrong. Yeah, right? If from this Igbo are supposed to something is wrong. See,
sometimes I think that the British gave Nigeria biological weapon they use against us during the war.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's not far from that. If we call, if it is something that we have gotten our place now, our freedom, and bring some experts to come to our land, you know, to have a little bit taste of our soil and other things, you know, check some of our people. You will see, actually, maybe Britain actually give them some chemical to, you know, fet our land so that we be, when we cultivate and eat, then our people brain will be like going up and down. It's not, you know, when we say something, it's not far from that. You remember the war in Ukraine, yes, between Russia and Ukraine. You remember that Britain supplying one chemical that they have not been using. It's called this one uranium. What's it called again? Let me remember the name.
Depleted uranium.
You know, depleted uranium. Thank you. You know what that depleted? That put in tell them there will be consequences if they send that in. There will be consequences because you know what? That depleted uranium. If they try to use it in any way they touch, it will affect the system. The ecosystem there will die, and then people might begin to, you know, when you
develop
you
cancer.
know,
Develop
people
cancer.
that, yes, people are beginning to, you know, develop, their brain will not be normal, you know, all sort of manner of disease. You know why? They by systematically, they will be using systems to, you know, wipe away that generation. This is how you work. You know, when they tell you, oh, war, war, this, that, they know what they are doing. When Putin tell Britain, there will be consequences. Did they use it? They stopped because they knew, okay, instead of him to take that land, it's better they harm that land. And nobody will come closer to that. If you come closer to there, you will cut up with radiation, and then you will develop some sicknesses, and nothing will go in that land. If you try to put something in that land, if you harvest, if you eat it, you'll be developing sickness. You will be sometimes having headache. You'll be sometimes vomit. You know, all manner of rubbish. But people don't know. People don't even know. Let me remind our people. In 2007. Was it 2007? No, I can't remember unless I Google it now. Sometimes there's a leak in the Gulf of Mexico. Don't know if you remember. There's sometimes Gulf of Mexico oil spill. While I know that these white people, you see Shell, you see BP, you see Mobil, you see all these things. I'm telling you. Do you know when that Gulf of Mexico oil leak? You see the way they clean it. If you see the way they pour, there's some. You will know that these people. There's a balloon they throw in the sea. The balloon will now put the oil one side, you know, it will allow the oil to go more further. They will circle it in that ocean.
It is going to kill the fishes and all that. All the sea.
Yes.
Yeah. Sea creatures.
Yes. But they will remove the oil, you know, out of that ocean. You know, they will throw the balloon. The balloon will just circle every ocean so that they will remove the oil. But do you know that today, Ogoliland is not being cleaned. They polluted it. Ogoliland.
But Asare Dokubo is there looking for IPOB and Biafra. The pig in the creek.
Yes, it's looking for Ndigo. Not IPOB. Asare Dokubo is killing Ndigo. The time will come, we will remind him he's killing. He should continue killing. We are having a record of killing our people. You know, it takes one more Igbo man today. You know, and that's why I say our people. Forget, don't be, see, this is their blackmail. We have come over it. This is their blackmail. They have been blackmailing us since Nigeria was created because we have no media. Now that we have media, why can't you make use of it? Why can't you, or why quash it? Or when they are quashing on our social media, you see what our people knows how to do? Davido and Whiskey, who get more money, who has more pants, more boxers than each other. These are a bunch of idiots. That is why, and that is why you are looking for visa to come to Europe. You sleep in German Canadian
The
embassy.
Davido
You
and
sleep there. They
Whiskey
are
they are
coming
talking about, how many job opportunity did they create for them?
for you. You see, don't money. You know, before I forgot, that Gulf of Mexico. Do you know that they went to court? They pay a huge. In fact, they sanctioned them. They pay a huge. That is the money they paid. Is very very high. They pay the price for it. But look at our land today. Look at how BP, Shell, Mobil, all these things, they are spreading oil, they are damaging our land, and they know the consequences. And you see, in Port Harcourt, one certain time, somebody sent me picture when, if you wake up in the morning, you see this, what do they call it? This black something will full in everywhere. You know, what they call that?
Is it
What do they call that? This black thing. Oh fuck it. Sorry, it comes from my memory goes away. No, mother Kaulao. Is it suit? Is it suit or something? There's something. Somebody can remind me. There's something that thing. Yeah. So that thing that fall. Everywhere will be black. It will cover. Our people don't actually know that thing is very dangerous to their system. They don't even know.
You mean?
They see it.
What are you talking about? Is it what the security use, security operatives?
No. There's a certain time when one, even I don't know, maybe Weekend was involved in that oil bunkering. There's a time something black was when you come out, even if you wear white in port, you will see you before you know it, black will stain your body. Some people will come out in the morning, their cars will be full of black, black smoke and other things.
Oh,
they call it,
it's like
I forgot the name of that. Somebody should remind us what did they call that thing again?
It is residue. Isn't it residue?
No, it's not residue. There's it's something. Is it soot or something? I can't really remember. So let me not. But I know it's something to do with soot or it rains like you see that in their person, but they do not know. They look at it, they laugh.
It is a carbon. Isn't that a carbon?
It's like a carbon, but there's
it is a carbon. It is a carbon that they say it depletes the ozone layer. But now, this thing is okay. But I don't think I have to say this. I suspect that this is issue of ozone layer. I know that there are some people who are looking for where God is. They are looking for where God is there. Maybe they are bombing the ozone layer. But let's continue.
Yeah, so don't worry. Somebody will write the name. I think it's something to do with suit or something like that. Anyway, so that I won't let me forget about it. But people know exactly what there's a time
carbon. It is the carbon that is actually emitted from the oil bunkering. It is dangerous.
You can never see that in Europe. Never. Who are you to do that?
Because,
you go to jail for life.
Because they have refineries, and then even those refineries, I think they have technology that compresses carbon into another something.
Do you know I have traveled some part of Europe? Do you know in Europe, yeah? Do you know if oil spills or fuel drops? Do you know there are special people that come to clean it? Are you aware?
Of course.
Special people that come to clean
it. If it drops in Nigeria, it will be falling down vehicles. No one will clean it until it gets dry by itself.
Yeah. But in Europe, if fuel drops, there are special people who come to clean it.
Yeah, they're sometimes
one day when oil is spilled, they have to block the road. Special people, they have to come to clean it because they know how hard it is. Why do you think they try to remove themselves from this carbon monoxide now? They're going to electric car and other things. They knew the consequences of these things. We know it's hard.
No, I don't think that thing this one. When you talk about that one, my mind is telling me that these people are up to something, dude. I can't believe that they want to do away with it. This is actually transitioning from one technology to another. It is a revolution. I don't think it has anything to do with what they talk about because of some part of Africa are experiencing what is called, is it aneno? Aneno, it has
No,
everything to do with weather condition.
they, they are just money because they want to limit the pollution. When you see them talk about climate, it's all fraud. They
Yes,
want to
yes,
limit
but there
their
is
own
something
countries.
I have my own theory about that. I can I'm not advising anybody, but I have my own theory about that. I believe that it is another industrial revolution that they just want to transition that will make our minerals, some of our minerals, to be worthless. Maybe if it becomes worthless, they will store it. They will buy. They will. In fact, there is something about it because I can't believe that ozone. In fact, I know it might be possible, but ozone layer being depleted without being bombed. Maybe someone is bombing ozone layer to see if God is going to come out of there running. Because these people are looking for where God is. That is my own
Yeah,
my own theory about these things of climate change. Because we know that it has been happening. When Ethiopia didn't have the rain, they cry, send down the rain. So this is also part of climate change. So I don't think the climate change has something to do with what we are doing. Or I don't know, but they say they are professionals. But this is my own theory
uh,
about it.
Mazi, I said, may God keep us, giving us good health, and we keep watching. And let me use this opportunity to remind the Nigerian government: release all the whole IPOB members you have, both male and female, both children, infant, and everything. You hold all 36 states of the zoo prison. Release them. You see this wickedness that you are meting against us, eh? The day when Chukwukababa will give us our own way to retaliate, we are not going to look back. Or they look back near. You see this zoo? This type of wickedness that you are meting against Igbo and Biafrans, any day Okike will give us opportunity, eh? Anyị na-azụ ndị ọ bụgodo mgbe bụ na afọ a ga-ewepụta agwọ ya rie ya ka rie ya nwa ya n'ọkụ rie ya. I'm telling you, you see this wickedness. You see, I am telling the zoo, you see this wickedness. You come in our land, you will see our people, you will shoot them. You call them IPOB, you call them ESA, you shoot them. You are happy. You are Muslim power. You come in our land, you block road. Now that Christmas is coming, toll gate is almost 2,000 in our road. When they come, you take you extract for our people. And I'm speaking for the good Igbo people and Biafra people, not the stupid ones. The stupid ones can go to hell. They can go and drop in Lagola. I don't care about them. So you see this wickedness better against us. You block our seaport. We can't have seaport. You do all this. No international airport. Nothing. We cannot fly from New York down to Biafra land. You block out when these criminal government politicians, governors that you put for us, when they manage to siphon the state money, they will say they bid for 3 billion, 4 billion. They will call it cargo airport. It will not be international airport. Actually, it will be falling apart. They are deceiving themselves. All those things is
Okay, somebody said it was called black suit. Someone said that what you were looking for was called black suit. Let me give him a
black suit. That's for that person that remind me. It's called black suit. That thing is very dangerous. People don't know what did they know, but some of them that they hear it, some of them that they perceive that taste, some of them have died long time. They don't know that those is blood lumps. They don't know, but we have to educate them. But before I forgot, I still addressing the zoo. All this hatred they meted against our people, against the Igbo. You are demolishing their houses. You think that your hatred is touching out. Your hatred is see Igbo man, they kill him, hate him. For what so reason? I don't know. That is why I don't believe in racism. You see racism, like if I travel to New York now or Dublin or anywhere, somebody white man do racism for me, I will not retaliate. I will not complain. I will never complain because you know why? Look at a black man, the same country you call your own, a Yoruba man, will be racism against you, a fellow black man, And when he came in Europe, if they do racism against him, we call a white man a racist. A white man is not a racist, he's protecting himself. He's not a racist. That's why I didn't believe in racism. Ever since when I was educated, I don't believe in racism.
Racism is born of insecurity.
Exactly. So if Nigeria, as it stands now, will be racism against Igbo, then if they are in Europe, if a white man is racism against them, they will be complaining.
They are Afrophobic. They are Afrophobic against one another.
Master George, I'm loaded with wisdom. These people, they are not anywhere with. They are very stupid, useless human beings. Nigeria, they are useless to the core. I'm telling you. Let me educate them. I have to educate these people that social media. I look at white man. I told him. We know that the only thing, the mistake you've made in this planet Earth, these white people, they are listening, is to allow social media to become rampant. If they know that what they know, that they will never allow social media. They will not. Social media will be only for rich people like Bill Gates, all these big men. Social media will be only for them. But they have given us social media, and we have used it to, Nibo and Biafras have used it to, sell our own story, write our own history. Because before, Nigeria was writing the history for us. And the people will think that Igbo people are bad people. But they didn't know that Nigeria are the evil. The same way they plot a coup, they say it's Igbo coup. They now come back and say Zongo is from Niger Delta, from South. And if they want to kill us, they will say you're all Igbo. Zongo is your Igbo. But if they want to take what belongs to your land, they will say you're Niger Delta. That makes you a stupid man. Because you have no sense, you don't reason. Go and ask a man, a white man. Because if a black man tell you, a black man like you is telling you, you will never understand. Go and ask a white man what is the meaning of Niger Delta or South. Let him explain for you, maybe you might understand. So because as a black man, if I tell you, you will not understand because you are a kaya. You are a friend. You are nothing but a kaya. There is something the Hausa people call kaya. Go and check it. Some of you don't know what it is. That is what is in black man, this Nigerian bread, Payaka, all of them. Mad people everywhere. Right, let me come to Udre myself. Udre is frustrated, I know, because he challenged IPOB in talking. Maz, he was not living in London. Maz, we will take time to educate our people. You know, these people, there are people who know, think we are stupid. You see Udele now have become a repentant criminal. He never sin, but let me tell people the sin of Udele a little bit. People should tag him. If I'm lying, let him come and debunk it that I'm lying. You see this Udele? Udele was a woman trafficker. You see this Udele we are seeing now. But look at the way he made himself look as a saint, as if he have never done it before. You see Udele? You see Udele? He has become a repentant Boko Haram. Because he has never committed evil before. But Udele was a former woman trafficking. This Udele, is he going to deny it? Of course he's going to deny it. He's challenging some pastors. Yes, I know some pastors are evil. But Udele, who are you before? Can you ever be enough to tell who you are before? He came to challenge IPOB in talking. IPOB did nothing to him. He was the one who brought case against IPOB. IPOB, the reasonable IPOB just writes one or two letters to him. Here in Nigeria, since that time, he has become buyer to himself. He has become useless idiot to himself, not to IPOB, not to. If he said that he's a man enough, why can't he go in his father's land and stay there and sleep? He cannot do it because he's a coward. Staying in Abuja, ranting. You think if Fulani see you now, if they say Kasheshi tomorrow, if Fulani see you now, you as an Igbo man, you miss blood. You think they will spare you? Look at this idiot. You that is selling your people, you are the first target of these Fulanis. Fulani man knows, you know what I wish I like them. One thing that is in their brain, they know that once a traitor, they said it, once a traitor, we remember that you that sold your brother, you definitely sold them. That is why you are the first, you are number one target. Anytime they want to kill you, you are the number one target. Don't you know?
That's why they will remain slaves to them forever.
Of course. They don't know that these people know them. You that is selling your brother, jumping up and down, selling, pointing, this is IPOB, killing them, the kind of this is. You are selling their brother, they are laughing. You don't know that when they start, you are the number one target. Don't you know? Ema, they don't need to tell you, okay, let me give you the number for white man that go that's Britain. Anyone
Yeah, you can continue. Continue.
Yeah, so I want to advise. I have advised you today. It's a frustration human being because I don't blame him. You know, when you fetch a firewood, yes, it's coming out now. When you fetch a firewood that have scent, you are deliberately inviting what? You know what you're inviting. You know what you're inviting. When you went to fetch firewood where there is ant, you are inviting some lizards, whether the good ones or the bad ones, to visit you. Udele have been settled. He's nobody. He's just living. Udele is nobody. The reason why Udele is still existing is because our people are not suicidal. If our people are suicidal, Makachineke, you see that Udele, that day that he come out and be talking rubbish, our people were quiet. At least clear. Use a very good firewood. They should burn away and burn. Yeah, they useless. Yeah, they paralyzed for life. I'm telling you. Or now, this one, or they paralyzed for life because our people are not suicidal. That's why I tell them to learn how to be suicidal. When you, as I did, when you become suicidal, these people will give chance. They will give away because they know that you are not suicidal. We have to develop the mind of suicidal. Suicidal not when your brother will go and steal like a 50 naira, get by your. If your brother going to take granite, you burn in fire. Those rubbish should stop in our land. If you want to do that, you look for hope of the man. Okay, see, theology. You look for where is this this one? Where is this useless Kai senator in the house? Where is Ojus or Carlo? You look for them. Not your brother when he is hungry. He's not fit to find one way that is concerned him. If he mistakenly take granite, you go and deport him. Those rubbish should stop. It should stop. Because we have never got our own country. If we got our own country, if you try that type of thing, you go to jail for life. You know, we don't condone criminals. That the reason why Buhari came. Buhari in 2007, he contested, he failed. The reason why Buhari he wants to bring this terrorist issue. Buhari is a terrorist. The world knows it. FBI, CIA knows it. Mossad knows it. MI5 and MI15, they know it. What is this? In fact, every agent in the world knows that Buhari is a terrorist. They know. But you know what? It's because of what is in our backyard. Now let's turn blind eyes. They know. Do you think if there is no something to benefit, that these people will keep quiet and watch Buhari kiss men, terrorizing people, killing people, or carrying out to shoot IPOB members? Do you think they will terrorize? No, they will not, because if he talk, he gives you two tanks of oil. Give a shot. You give the country 2 tanks of oil, they shot their about to shot. These are the people who want to trample democracy. There are bad people everywhere. You see them in Europe, right? Democracy, democracy. Fela call it democracy. There is nothing like democracy. Nothing. It does not exist. It does not exist. It's a it's a fraud. It does not. Democracy is for them to convince you as a black man. It does not exist. You see what? You see the word. The word, oh, do me, I do you. That is how the word works. The word you are seeing today is do me, I do you. That is how the word works. It does not work when somebody do you, you fold your hand. No. It does not work like that. And the next person I need to address is Reno Obokre. Reno Obokre, he wrote an article, I guess he said the Igbo people, the reason why they are being treated the way they are treated is because they are too loud, or they are too how did he put it? The way the reason why they treated Igbo people the way they treated them in Nigeria is because of who they are. You see, Rano Obokre, sometimes he will come to channel television, he will wear this Fulani's kaftan. Rano Obokre, they know you before you know you. They know who you are. Stop deceiving yourself. Rano Obokre, I hear one day he said he's married to Igbo woman. I curse the Igbo woman who you marry. Rano Obokre. I hear him one day say that his daughter name is in one interview he said his daughter name. He tried to change. He says it's Igbo name. He gave him, but he tried to change it. I think his wife is Igbo. If I'm mistaken, people should confirm because the name he was calling was an Igbo name, and if that is woman is married now, is with is an Igbo woman. I cause the stomach that gives birth to him, and the punishment will be for all of him and the Red Obokre and his generation, his children and his unborn children to come, and even his family. I curse them. I am not one of those people that beg. And why are you talking like this? No. Igbo people have suffered too much. You know why? Because we have no media to defend ourselves. But now we have media. We have to make use of it. We have to make use of it. That's why I tell our people, stop gossiping. That social media, stop gossiping. You see, these people have been lying against you. Don't you know that as an Igbo man, if they come to say something about your ethnic group, if you don't challenge them, international community are watching, they will think that this is who you are. You see our people. If they come to talk something about you that I'm defending now, you. Some like Ronald Walker will come and write things like that. You won't counter it. You won't come and address it. The way I'm addressing him now, because people are listening and they attack him. If you don't come and address them, people will think that you are bad. You know, before, let me tell you something. So African countries think that Igbo people are body rituals. You know why? Why? Some of you now, we know this thing I'm saying that is the truth. I have witnessed it. I don't say what I don't know. You see some African countries, when they ask you where you come, which tribe are you, say in Igbo, they will say, oh, you people that make video, ritual video, you always do ritual video. I know some people that is listening have come across this thing that I'm saying. I've come across it. They will, you are from Igbo. You people that do rituals. That's why we are calling this address. You see, they should check it out with this casket we are doing, patrolling our language and our who we are as Igbo people. You will fall sick. Sickness that before you. Yeah? There will be no cure. You see this actor and actress. I know I love one or two of them who always champion for the release of Maz and Namdekan. But those does not mean that if you look at your own tribe, you don't know that these people are always setting you up. You will come and use your own tribe and then set them up by our tradition, portraying it as evil. The sickness that will be before you, as is before you people now, you will never have cure. There is nobody, anything I proclaim from this moment, I cause person, you will surely fall on that person. So whether you take it, whether it's not happening or not, because everybody are protecting their own. Everybody are protecting their own. Everybody, every tribes are protecting their own. Why do you think Israel is fighting today? Because of Hamas invade them and kill some people, and today they are leveling the place. Despite they are killing, despite they are doing all those things, I will tell you here, I do not support what Israel is doing in Gaza. If that land belongs to Palestinian, give back them their land. Simple as ABCD. Before you support something, before you condemn Palestinians, yes, remember that you that are asking for Biafra is the same thing those people are asking. Is the same thing we are asking. So before you take Israel, God of Israel, go and read the history. Remember that those people, the reason why they are dying now is because they want their land. They are fighting for their freedom. So before you support something, you use your brain. Don't think like a fool. Don't let these people convince you. You, God of Israel, he does not exist. Israel does not recognize Jesus Christ. Are you aware? There are about people everywhere. But we are here to educate you. So, run a mockery. Igbo people are becoming your problem. But let me tell you the good news. Turumbu has no vacancy for any, even toilet cleaning. You see that Nigeria Air Force, Turumbu have even given somebody the cleaning of the toilet. So, Run a mockery, he has no vacancy for any post for you. Turumbu have no vacancy. If you think that you can come and sell Igbo people, talk against them. So, Turumbu will tell you. We have seen this thing. Can you talk what about the Bello talk? Is it about the Bello? Who said that Igbo people are dominating? What is that terrorist? They are foreign terrorists. What is their name again? Oh, BBC interview. You are rubbish. Your hatred is what keeps Nigeria the way it is today. Your hatred, Nigeria not seeing it. Your hatred of Igbo is what keeps you like this. And the way we are causing you is affecting you people. Nigeria will keep going down until everybody realize it. It doesn't matter who you are. You will keep going down until you realize it. So, Mokre, Turumbu has no vacancy in any ministerial post. He has finished. Even FFK, FFK has no even slippers cleaning from his cabinet. So go and see that. You are in the SIL, you can't even come in Nigeria. You can't even go your father's land from Ishekri. You can't even go there. What you are doing is, if you write article, if you never put Igbo people, and you take people like me, we keep quiet, will not address you, you are nobody, you are just a coward. Who Jonathan managed to put a government, gives what you steal and run away. And the people like you talk loud, they will think you are a very honorable person. They never know that you are a stupid idiot who has no brain. If you want to talk to Igbo people, you come social media, you will wear Fulani kaftan, wear this, their hand, wear kaftan. That one does not exist. Begin to wear Jagaban now. Carry that to Jagaban. Begin to wear it. Don't you see that Bobo Boy, what is his name? Bobo Boy is wearing Jagaban. This is how you know the traitors. So, they have, let me tell you one thing. Rado Mokri, go and clean your backyard. Leave Igbo man alone. Chinaka generation of I tell Igbo people, develop the mind of hatred. Develop hatred against this
My brother, the Bomo boy who is wearing cap, Oyicha cap, where Turumbu Melia. Oyicha cap, Boyka Gori, or Lalo on a video, Casari dog, Boman Yamuke Salal.
Who knows you, Palin? See, that's what I'm saying. If they know you. What they know you. Oh, in 3 months' time, you are championing Biafra. The next month, you begin to champion Jagaban. They know you more than you know yourself. What people? They know you. They know that you are the traitor. They know that you are. They are just allowing you to be, selling their narrative. They know you. They know who you are. They know that you are the traitor. They know. Stop misbehaving. This maggot. Stop misbehaving. They know who you are. Let me tell you this useless state of Nigeria. A Fulani man cannot like you. They will never like you. They will use you to get what they want. You don't see me jumping up and down like Udre. Jumping up and down like this big spider armor of Awudishi. The Malaysian people's way of the way they go and make their living, train their children. Children is in la blood lab. With the stolen reverse people money, he used to buy houses. He, jumping up and down, putting people in hardship. I don't blame him. You know why? Because Nigeria is not one. If Nigeria is one country, by now there will be a revolution. Everybody, all of you will be at one. If you touch a Fulani man now, you say, oh, because I'm Fulani. You touch a Yoruba man, they will say, you see, my brother is there now. Why? Because now that I will get you say, yeah, Baba, that's why. It's only Yoruba man you can kill. Nobody will say anything. Do you think that if you speak to Obi, who have this dangerous, devilish record that Trubu have, you think he will be there by now? From Chicago to drug, with evidence. So this one know there that we don't have evidence. With evidence, do you think people will be there by now? By now they will protest everywhere. You know what? You see, that's why I tell you, these Igbo people, these Igbo people self, you see them, see the type of record he has. He push a drug, but it's true that they can't talk. That is why I cost Nigeria. You see this Nigeria, you will remain cost. You will be going down, you will be going through pains until you realize that Igbo man is not your problem. The lie people lie against us without no media. Now we have media. At least the world is hearing our voice. I am speaking now in Judge Moni's platform. It's been translated in all other countries. So you people don't know about Taishupano. When we finish, we'll translate it to Vietnam language. We'll translate it to Canadian. We translate it to Guatemala. We translate it to other countries. So we go there and hear. As you hear my voice now, they will be hearing it in their own language. They will be saying, so this is what they do to these people. The same way Britain killed 7.2 million of our people. People say 1, 2 million, 3 million. No. It's 7 point. Before the war, we are 14 billion. 14 billion minus 7.2. Where you come from? Plus the ones the fully pregnant in our land. People like Udilan, Opus on the band, Equal Command, the other ones, and the Ewanya, and these buffoons, this criminal, this bunch of useless fishing dog somewhere. All of them. But no. Look at today for mine. He has created a Babago, kill people that he can kill. Now they give him ministerial appointment on our body. These people, one day, it's only but one day. You see, these people feel that they are touchable. We know what is protecting you people. What is protecting you people is full of the military and police and the army. That is what is protecting you people. You know that the Biafrans are ready to raise up against you people one day. You know. Because your power is when we start, you bring your military, and you know that we are not afraid of those military. It's only but one day we say enough is enough. All the whole barrack in the Igbo land, without wars. One day, we'll be preaching. One day, all the whole barracks in the Igbo land that you people used to be checkmating us. What you can put in our land is barrack, police checkpoint, kill us, prison, all this. One day, we will raise up all those military in our land, all those checkpoints, all those barracks in our land. We will say enough is enough. By the time you start seeing Biafra start flowing all over the whole world, by that time we will know that after all, that these people keep killing our people, keep jockeying with your AK-47. You are powerful. You are powerful. If you see Boba, you shoot him, you kill him, and our people are not reasoning. Yeah, they are killing your brother. You are laughing. They are decimating your brother. You are trapped. You are laughing. You don't know that they systematically committing genocide against you. Our people are daft and useless. Sometimes I feel like to wipe away these idiots who cannot reason in our land. I'm telling you. Somebody will come on social media and start talking against Mazen Namdekari. You'll be clapping and you don't have no. Look at Sheikh Gumi. You look at Sheikh Gumi. No matter what he does, he has gone to Zambia forest. Visit terrorists with the picture. Did they arrest him? Did they do anything? Why do you think if Sheikh Gumi brother see they will kill you? Your own brother Mazen Namdekari, who is asking for freedom only. Who is champion? Are you these people that is calling Mazen, are you educated than Oje? Do you know how sophisticated that man is and educated? Do you know what is in his brain? Mad people everywhere. They will come on social media castigating your own brother. You'll be clapping. As a Igbo, tell him, kill him. Your own brother. You don't know that these people look at Sunday Igbo that is start illiterate. He can't even write his name. His people run around and release him from backyard. What can he do? Can he speak to white people? But all they do can tell you the history of which they go. You know, they capture him and put him in prison, kidnap him, and you are job 30, you are happy. You know, you don't know that. You don't know that when the I don't know for you as I don't know If something happened to us, don't you know it's affecting because they are planning highway to the Fulanis and the Yorubas agenda is to remove us in our land, in our ancestral land, and take it over. Don't you know? Don't you know? As only one chicken, don't you know? Mad people everywhere. You think they love you? Oh, you think they love you? Okay. Don't you see your businesses being set on fire in Lagos? Onyara, they set your brother business, you are happy. They demolish their house. You say, why did they build the canal? Why did they build? What about the ones that did not build the canal? What about, is it not somebody that sold that land to them? Did someone not collect, did someone not give them the paper of that land? You people, keep, when they bring rumor, see, let me tell you something. They will bring propaganda up. Nigeria will bring propaganda up. They are setting you up, you don't know. Now they will leave you to promote their propaganda by yourself. They will bring out propaganda. They know that you as an Igbo man, it is not every Igbo man, because me, I'm sophisticated. Before you, any eyes you blink, I know what it is. I am more sophisticated than what you think. Nigeria will bring a rumor out. They will allow Igbo to use the rumor to be running around. And you people will carry rumor for them. If they carry rumor for them, they will be saying these people. If not the coming of IPOB, before I thought that Igbo were here. I never know that we are the most useless. The most useless. Not every one of us. But what I've seen so far, it shows me that something has to be done. I'm telling you. It shows me that for what I've seen, if you are going this way that you are going, believe you me, if not the coming of Maz in the Canada, by now you will be answering Muhammad or Musa. You don't know these people plan. You want to know their plan? Go as pretend. They will tell you that they know the agenda of what these people want to do. Nah, they create ESN. You will come and imitate him. ESN. Some people that come to say protect our land. They tell you they will give you small change. Go and imitate ESN. Say you are ESN. You come out, you are ESN. You carry God. To give I'm ESN. You don't know that you are setting yourself on fire. They want you to be doing those things so that they will be setting you up, protecting their own land, and let you set your own on fire. Dara, where is Amotoku? Have you ever seen a video where people come out and say, hey, we are Amotoku, fake Amotoku, they should go, we are Amotoku. Have you ever seen it? Get sense. Israel. But you are not Israel, though. Israel is different from you. They fight with bombs and missiles. You fight by criticizing your brother. You fight by question. That's all him. That's the useless life you live. You think I will spare you? I will spare you. I will tell you. I am here. The reason why I am here because envy and jealousy do the dish. Envy and jealousy do the dish. That is what is killing you people. I've got it. Other people should go to hell. Other people should go to hell. You know. That is why Abakari was in our land, killing our people, harvesting their organ. You know, doing all manner of things. These politicians we are aware. Of course, where they are killing our people, butchering them. Of course, you know, if they adopt you, not even know that. Now they are paying you people money to go and kill your own brother. You are chopping up and killing. So what about that enemy that pay you? You think if you kill all your brothers and sisters, then it will only you. They will come and say to you, they will kill you too and get what they want. Dara, mad people everywhere. We are just educating you because Mazi have said everything. This one is just for you to be sophisticated. You know your enemy. I know my enemy before. I look them from far. I know them when they're coming. I know them. You think as I am now, somebody will come and deceive me as I am, just like Ibrahim is deceiving all of you. Cutting deal with the Nigerian government, eating, tell you to go and kill your own brother, and he's cutting deal. You say it's not because of it, they've forgotten the man send them the can. Do you know that Obasanjo have arrested the Ojedu before? Are you aware? No, you are not aware. COVID-19 now. COVID-19, you just come out on social media when they pack you inside the house. You start scrolling. Hearing mad people everywhere. You don't know there is mass in Namdekan. You don't know mad people everywhere. Let me tell you something. These people, need to sense, have sense, wear the bread. What your enemy is trying to do with you. Watch it. You watch what they are trying to. They will just bring out propaganda. You will carry out your propaganda. Anytime Mazen Nabekan is about to go to court, they will use your paper to do something. You will post people, they kill. Don't you know that is blackmail against? So do you want us to tell you? Do you want us to be preaching to tell you? You can't you see what he's doing? Can't you see that he's working with the zoo? You don't know. Oh, until the zoo will come and tell you. You think the zoo will come and tell you? They are systematically using him to set our land ablaze. You know? Don't you know that is systematically using him to set our land ablaze? Dara. Don't you know? Him himself know. He knows. He's listening to these brokers in my voice. He knows. He knows. Whether you like it or don't like it, whether it's your promise or it's not your promise, check a burglar generation. We don't give a shit. We will tell you the truth. You get your here, go and take a knife and cut off your throat. Mad people everywhere. Right. Don't worry. The next person again I'm going to address is Magnus Oraka. Today that I have this opportunity, people should thank Magnus Oraka. Please, if Magnus Oraka is there, you thank him so that let me address him and let him know that there is an Igbo man who don't want to see ourselves so that they can pity us. No. You give it to us, we give it to you. That's the only thing. That's why I'm telling my brothers and sisters, develop the mind of Black Mamba. Black Mamba have the most dangerous poison in this world. Develop the mind of hatred against these people. You don't need to say, hey, Jesus Christ loves you, Jesus Christ wants to. No. He does not exist. He's a fraud. That name is a fraud. Whether you like it, you don't like it, shovel it where light does not shine. City is telling you now. So, let me advise him. He's a beggar in the north. We all know that he came into IPOB, taking IPOB where he can make money. And they tell him no, IPOB is nowhere they can make money. He now run out and start blackmailing IPOB, and then they can from there he now jump to Igbo, start blackmailing Igbo, talking bullshit, on social media, thinking that when he talk all those things he finish. If Fulani came to kill him tomorrow, they will say, you are the one talking against Igbo, so we spare you. White people everywhere, Dara. These are leprosy in the north. Look at him. At his age now, he's dying. If you look at it now, he has one sickness or the other. At his age, Magnus Oraka, at his age, he can't even reason. In your backyard, they are sucking oil. Where you say you come from? Igbo man is your problem. Generation mad people everywhere. You think if you come to any ethnic groups that cause Igbo, you rise up and cause the people. They are not better than you. Don't feel like don't say no. Gone are the days. If they want war this time around, we will articulate it very well. And then I can make sure that you said I said reserve place. Everybody perish at the same time. This is not 1967. We have Britain blockade everywhere and kill our people. Blockade everywhere and fight for Nigeria. And they kill our people. And Nigeria, there is a peace in Lagos, there is a peace in the north. And they were killing them. The one brought war to down to war. We are defending ourselves. You know what it is to defend yourselves? He brought war to our domain. Gowon. He was asking Jack. He brought war. The people that did not do anything to him, we did not do anything to Gowon. He brought that war just to humiliate us. He wants to show himself. But today, where is Gowon? Your people has been killed left and right. You cannot even talk because you talk now. Fulani will remind you that after all, you killed 7.2 million of Igbo people. If you don't you hear what he said? Since that they remind him what he did, he keep quiet. What he can do is to come out and talk about Desiade. He was championing for women to take right, but he never know that Desiade. Do you know the person they call Sori Abacha? How about does he loot? Babangida Nko? What about the former USS what is Pagmaya? Where is his Bagu? What about the past Attorney General? What's it that is the Malami? Do you know how many billions these people? What about Baba Chia, what they call them? Is Desiade. I don't blame you because those that blackmail. Our people left this for a long time. Somebody from Desiade cannot come and tell Fulanis and Yorubas how much they have looted. But if they see Igbo people, they will be shading you, talking against you. We keep quiet. Don't you know? When you keep quiet, they're using it against you. Doziani have become the highest criminal in the world, the highest looter. How much does he carry? That Obasanjo, don't you know that if Kia does not take, Obasanjo is the richest man in this world? Don't you know? If Kia does not, if they check him very well, that Obasanjo you see there. Criminals everywhere. It's Doziani. Doziani is Tiwa Dajima. Tiwa Dajima, what about all the property you have in the Western world? Don't you know where they are? Mad people everywhere. It's Doziani. Everybody Doziani. Bring him back. Doziani is still. This. Okay. Aisha Buarenko. What about his son? Okay. What about Buhari? Okay. What about the past former aviation minister? They just go past. The money he stole is Doziani because he's an Igbo woman. Disgrace her. Our people get sense. Those of our people from Niger Delta, Igbo man is not your problem. Get sense. If they manage to kill every Igbo man, finish. You are the next. You are just chicken to them. They will just catch you. Forget about this ISWA. No, it does not help. They will just when we come as a bundle, they will never match us. But when you begin to separate yourself, I am not that I'm this. I am not telling you to be an Igbo man. I am telling Igbo man to come to rule you. No. Some of you are beginning to carry propaganda. Everybody, they want to turn everybody to Igbo. They want to tell everybody they say everybody is Igbo. Go and take your history. If you don't know who you are, you go and ask. You go and ask pretend. You ask. I am not saying you are an Igbo man. I am not saying I'm coming to dominate you. Igbo people in our history will never dominate anybody. Because if we are dominating, we always do what will benefit us, business or look where we can do. We don't have time of conquering. It's not in our DNA. You conquer people. It's Fulanis that have the mind of conquering people. Conquer, divide and rule. Conquer them and take their land. That is why they are bringing Ruga to you. Bad people everywhere. So, before I can, Master Judge, what are you there? Judge, what are you there?
See you too.
Yes, Judge Money, you need to come on board so that we can finish this thing. When you come, at least you add more people so that they can hear this broadcast. It's very, very important so that our people will begin to reason like a human being, not like us, like students. Because we have reasoned like animals for a long time. So
we have a lot of people watching. We have people watching on Twitter.
Yes, please come on board and maybe I know maybe you are doing something. Maybe you just come back from the office, but when you are there, it gives more people to learn. You know, to hear my voice and reason like human being, not like us animals.
You know, we have people watching on Twitter.
So
we have more.
So because I will run it so that the people will understand what we are facing in Nigeria. If they don't know it, they should know it now. If you are an Igbo man or the old former Eastern region that is hearing my voice, get sense. Get sense. When you sleep tonight, you ask our forefathers to give you sense. They will come. They will visit you, give you sense. Get sense. Get sense. What is holding Nigeria is that oil that is in the southeast. That's all. That is what is holding Nigeria. Without it, you can never see. Get sense, the God that they are buying is Zafara. Where you say national cake, get sense. Where you have match is Igbo man. What have Igbo man done to you? That kind of lying against Igbo man have gone. If you don't understand it. We have no media. You people lie against us. Now that we have media, you know what we are doing? Let me give you a example. You see these brokers, as we are doing now, we translate it to almost 70 countries' language. I send it to them. Those people that Nigeria have lied against me, we will let them to understand what you people have, what Nigeria stands for. That is why, if you don't know, that is why anywhere you go now, you say you are a Nigeria progress. They split on you, they spot on you because you are a coward. Your president is a drug dealer. A drug dealer, a certificate forger. You cannot even do nothing. You cannot even talk. You already can talk if IPOB comes. This IPOB is safe. The IPOB is fighting for their rights. They are fighting. They want to remove themselves from Nigeria. Nigeria will never help you. If you are thinking Nigeria is going to good, you will wait till the kingdom come. You will wait. You see that country, there is nothing will make it to be good. Nothing whatsoever. You see this Ebiloko, he will contest again and win this. So, these people don't even know that this man have put the people that are going to rig the election for him. You don't know that. Bad people everywhere. The problem you have is envy and jealous. Any day, I am asking any woman, any day somebody call you back them, we are Kalaga, it's not better than you. These useless Nigerians. Their problem is what their father have sold it to them, into their bread, and is killing them today. And they think some of them have gone to their grave with the lies against them, against Igbo people. How is Igbo man your problem? Igbo man we love life. We love to, when we get our money, we build our houses, we drive cars, we love life. We love life. Do you love life more than the Europeans? The answer is no. So what is the problem when we love life? How we do our thing? We love life. You become your envy. You become your envy. If you don't know how to sell market, you ask Okechukwu to learn you. How do you do this business? He will teach you. We are not that wicked. Not when he sell bread and become a billionaire. You say he's a drug dealer. He's a money rituals. I am not saying some of our people are not into that. But to tell me ethnic groups that are not doing drugs, if Okechukwu, I told you, call at the days you people are blackmailing us. Nigeria, we are damaging your image in that South country. Don't you see how John Kerry is looking at when they went to that
We are not damaging their image. We are stating a fact. We are exposing their atrocities.
Of course, that is what we are doing. Don't you see how they are watching him? You know, the lie you people lie against the Easterners, we will make sure that the public receive it. We will make sure that the whole world know that you are just killing these people because of the oil and the gas that is in their land. That's all. And in the Western world, if you think it will continue like this, it will not continue like this. It will not continue like this. The earlier you do the right thing, the better you call a spade a spade. We know that you are getting your oil. So if we die, it does not concern you. If Nigeria can prison it, kill them with their ancestral land, burn their houses, do the mobile, it does not concern you. But one day it will concern you. There is no escape through for a wicked person. I pray one day. I pray. You see, the Western world occupy the build a nuclear bomb that are going to destroy the whole world. They stockpile it, and they are asking them, "What are you waiting? Is it not going to be used?" You just stockpile it. You build a nuclear bomb that can destroy the whole planet, and you stockpile it. You don't want to use it. You people are cowards as well. Dara, bad people everywhere. Use it because I'm waiting for one to go up so that we see I am under front and then I fall. Bad people everywhere. Don't worry. Yeah. I keep addressing these fools. I call them fools. These fools that hate Igbo people, that think Igbo people are their problem.
I think we will come back. We will come back tomorrow or Sunday. We will come back.
Yes.
We are going to call it a day because you have.
Let me call it a day. And
let them digest the ones you have given to them. So, because you have said a lot.
Yes. Don't worry. I will leave it here until we meet again. Maybe if it's Sunday or whatever, I'm ready. So that I will keep addressing my people. If they want to be stupid, let them be stupid. You see, somebody will come and tell you that hey, you shouldn't contribute to ESM. You don't even know that you are still existing today. Is this men and women who are in the bush protecting you? You don't even know. That's why someone will come from someone will go regional Germany. Who has it before? We come and tell you that he's in charge of IPOB. He's in charge of ESM, deceiving you, collecting bribe from the Nigerian government, telling you that he's in charge of IPOB. You agree because you are a coward. We know the plan of Nigeria. We know the plan of Nigeria. If you don't know it, if you can't get it, forget it. But thank you for giving me this opportunity until we convene here again. And I said, bless the IPOB members. Those of you that listen about how the coward was. But you keep pushing and until we get our freedom. Our freedom we shall get. It doesn't matter. Don't let nobody deceive you that you fighting for your freedom is a crime. That hey, why are you fighting for freedom? Nigeria does not love you. You tell them in their face. Look at Ebisi Olobo. He threatened the deal and carry it out. Did anything happen to him? Do you think if we are a nation today, and the Ebisi Olobo threatened the deal in Lagos and carry it out, don't you know that our government will pick him up? Don't you know? If our government did not pick him up, we send our secret agent, they will kill him and kill his family. Don't you know that that is how Israel operates? Bad people everywhere. We are sophisticated and we are educated. We tell you what happened in the world. Asuku, we are Asuku. Be wise. Stop listening to this autopilot so that bread are able to go. That's it. Thank you. And I sign up from here.
All right. Thank you very much for coming. You received this one. Great and wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. It is time to call it a day. We are going to meet again. And until then, stay safe, stay informed. Don't forget that the only way we are going to find this freedom we are fighting for, it is by us employing love amongst ourselves. Until then, until we meet again, those watching on Twitter, on X, those watching on X, I salute all of you. Don't forget to click the like button, repost, follow us on that X at Judge Money C. Those watching on on YouTube, Judge Money Blog Africa. Thank you for joining us, all of you. I see your comment, and I have read some of them actually on this thing. So thank you for joining us. Those watching on Facebook, I salute all of you. Thank you for coming. We continue to fight for our freedom because freedom is the heaven that we talk about all our lives. It is freedom because we are in hellfire. If you understand wherever every one of us, every part of us are gathered, wherever they are being oppressed. Every country that our people are, they are being oppressed because we are the aboriginal, the aboriginal. We are the aboriginals. We are the special ones. We are the peculiar ones. We are the chosen people of Chukwokikabiama. That's why they are doing everything to make sure we do not rise, because they know that the rise of our rise is going to be the rise of Africa. And that is the reason why Britain is doing everything they can to make sure that we are being suppressed through the neo-colonial policies that they are making, but it will not stop us. Lovers of freedom all over the world, great people of Africa, we continue until we meet again. Shalom.